It's Fishin' Friday with its own intro. Yeah, that's right. I threw it together in like 20 minutes in OBS. What of it? You may recognize the background as that screensaver from the 90s, because I really liked that screensaver when I was a kid. I would always put it on. And, yeah, we're going to do some fishing today, chat. And specifically, we're going to be fishing in the Elder Scrolls Online again, which is, you know, maybe not necessarily the best choice because I've already done it before, but I figured we'll start with something that we're sort of familiar with for the format, right? And then the next Fishin' Friday is going to get so wacky. I have several games in mind, but basically my plan for this is to, like we've done in the past with ESO here, just fish. Just play games that aren't necessarily about fishing inherently. But I guess I could include games that are just about fishing. But anyway, take these games that have fishing minigames in them and just check out that, you know? Rate their fishing minigames. It'll be fun. It might not take up a full stream, but I do have some backup stuff in mind, especially because ESO is going to require me to be connected to the internet, and my computer is a little bit further away from the Wi-Fi source now than it has been, so we may not be able to maintain a stable connection, but actually my Xbox is in the same spot, so that's what I meant to say, is my Xbox is further away, because that's what we're playing on, but yeah, it's a little bit further away. But either way, I'm sorry I haven't been around. I've got some big tasty treats in store for the near future. But until I get more work done on these things, I don't want to reveal them just yet. But rest assured, the time I've spent away from streaming hasn't just been for nothing. And I got to plan out a bunch of these Fishin' Friday segments. So I already have a bunch of games in the Fishin' Friday backlog that we're going to get around to very soon. Some of them will be games we've done. Some of them are going to be games that I'm checking out specifically for this segment. And maybe we'll end up playing more of them at some point later, but, you know. Generally, it's going to be games that aren't necessarily just about fishing, but have fishing in them. Because I think fishing minigames are for dads, and in a way that's pretty great. I love fishing minigames. You know this about me. You know this. But, yeah. I've been doing audio adjustments and stuff, so let me know if I need to, like, turn any audio down. I could turn the mic down. I could turn the game down or up. What's happening? 5,000 crowns? You're out of your goddamn mind. Instantly receive a mount and pet with pre-purchase. Oh, pre-purchase Necrom. What the hell is going on with these horses? Shadow over Morrowind adventure and ongoing storyline. New player class? Oh my god. So this is ESO. If you're not familiar with it, you're probably not familiar with MMOs in general. This is one of the big ones. It's Elder Scrolls. It's online. And there's fishing in this game, as you may have guessed. There's someone fishing right now. There's someone fishing right over here. This is a character that I made a couple years ago. He went by Uncle Lizard Dad. His name is Feared by Fish. What is happening? I think I'm in Riften right now. This is ESO Riften. You notice everything is way bigger than it is in Skyrim because it's like weirdly proportioned for MMO play. So expect lag. Expect, you know, not like mic spam or anything. People don't really do that on the Xbox, but, you know, there's going to be some tomfoolery. I like this game, though. It's a lot of fun. I don't need to do that. I need to remember how to play it. That would be nice. How do I... Is it down? No, that's to switch to... There we go. So I can like, do things. If I eat this meat, I'll barf. So I can use the mystery meat. And now that we've gotten a good vom in, let's go catch some fish. I could look on the map, and I probably should, because the ocean is right there, but ocean bait is kind of, like, difficult to come by in comparison. Oh, no, that's not the ocean. That's just a big lake. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go fish in there. What have I done?
Hold! I was sent for you.
No, I will not halt for any man. Somebody's trying to give me a quest, and I don't give a shit. We're gonna go fish. Is there music? Have I, like... I've played this game a little bit off-stream, but not much. I don't know what I've done. Oh, let's turn music on. And you know what? We might, watch Bassmaster or something, as is tradition. You know, it could drift into Bassmaster territory. But we're actually in Skyrim right now, so maybe we'll catch some Skyrim fish while we're here, and then go to, like, Oblivion or whatever. Hang on, I think I have... Oh, god damn it. I think I have, like, a new pet. If I remember right. In the graveyard. I don't even remember what this class does, so I'm glad that I'm just, like, able to spam attacks and it works. But we're not here to fight. We're here to catch fish. So I need to remain as pacifist as possible. Just because it's a pain in the ass to fight everything. And I don't need to, quite frankly. Also, I'm wearing, like, a Christmas hat. I want my other hat. Where would that be? It would be in collections. Yes. It would be probably in appearance, hats. There we go. We want the pot. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I was hearing a weird sound. Checking what it was. It was nothing. There's a deer. This is a very scenic area, so this will be like, you know, really fishing. Not really so much fantasy fishing as it is just like fishing. But it's a good place to start, I suppose. I need to keep my, Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? Why were you disappearing? Knock him down. There we go. Got some poison. Don't need that. Restoration staff, sure. Sure. It's kind of weird that I haven't found a fishing spot. You can collect water at these little places here, but the fishing spots look a little bit like that. There's one. There's one. Okay, now we're approaching the fishing zone. Let's see what there is to catch. Are you shitting me? Okay, I think we're good. I need foul bait? Do I have foul bait? Oh, I do. Got simple bait. Oh, I have a lot of foul bait. Okay. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Except for saltwater, of course, but let's see what I could catch, you know? With the spooky music and everything. Yeah, sure. I kind of don't want to be catching those because they... like, you have to go in here and then fucking find it and use it, and then you get something you don't want. Get some just random shit. Why do I have this? Why do I have this stolen tavern dice? Okay, I don't know. I don't know anymore. This game has so much shit going on in it. Oh yeah, I have a daily reward though. 1000% experience point bonuses? Hell yeah. For an hour? I'm gonna activate that right now. I think. Is it in slottables? Yeah. We're gonna get 1000% experience from fishing. Which I don't know if it even gives me experience. One thing I will say about this fishing hole, in terms of rating it, is that it is a foul fishing hole, but I'm right next to this saber cat over here, and it's making me uncomfortable because he's making horrible sounds in my ears. I can hear him breathing. Also, I could probably turn up the volume a little bit, you know. It's probably a little better. I thought that guy was going to fight the saber cat and relieve my pain, but no. We're catching some slaughterfish. It's fine. They look different in this than they did in previous ones. I need to change my pet. I think this is a jackal, but I have others just laying around that I never use. Mm-hmm. Catching some fish. Oh, they just took down the thing. I'm so knowledgeable. A trod? Why does it look exactly the same? Oh, he's chasing a mouse. He got it. Alright. Wasn't there another fishing hole on this side? There was. It's a lake fishing hole. So I need different bait. Well, guts will work. I like the lighting. I like this one better because you get the spooky lighting and the spooky music, but there's not a saber cat in my ear. It's raining in the game and it's raining in real life right now. So this is like really thematically perfect. It's part of what made me want to do Fishin' Friday in particular today. I've been wanting to get one of these in for a while, just because I wanted to fish. We're catching so many fish so quickly. Am I getting XP from this at all? I don't know if you do in this game. Fishing isn't like a skill, I don't think. Though it would be cool if it was, because sometimes it takes a while for you to get a bite, and it would be nice to lower the amount of time. A Jarl salmon. Whew! That's an expensive fish. Hello. Hello, barking jackal. Yeah, I was going to change my pet. Let's see what else we got. I have a jerboa. I have a terror bird. And a lizard boy. We're going to do the salamander. He's a lizard boy. And then I also have a new... Yeah, I have like a spooky steed. That's pretty cool. Nice. I got my spooky lizard son for the spooky lake fishing hole. It's perfect. We're gonna have to go to Oblivion and fish in hell. I think pretty much every fishing spot in there is foul. So we have a lot of foul fishing bait. I just don't quite remember how to get there. But I could probably figure it out. It's in supplies, right? Ooh. So cool. I have a lot of free slots, so I don't really have to worry about that right now. But it is annoying to catch those when your inventory is almost full, because then you have just like more items. More items you don't need. More items that could be fish, but won't be. Nice. Wow, this fishing hole isn't running dry yet. There's a lot of fish here. You can only fish a fishing hole so many times before it runs dry. And you don't get anything from it anymore. So, you know. That's a good boy. Speaking of which, Red Dead 2 is already on the list for Fishin' Friday. We'll definitely do that game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this fishing minigame, there really isn't that much to it. You press A when your bobber goes, like, under, and you see the animation change, and then you win. Which I guess is better than having, like, an annoyingly complicated one. It's fine if that's, like, your whole game, but sometimes the fishing minigames are kind of annoying with how convoluted they are. This game at least doesn't have that problem. It's basic, but it's easy to understand, and you can catch lots of fish. You can sell them, and you can get revenge on your ex-wife by buying a big mud house with all the fish you caught. And one of these days, I'm going to have to get ESO Plus. I don't have it now, and I won't have it, but one of these days I'll have it, and we'll be able to fish all the areas in the whole game. But right now I just have many of the areas unlocked, and not all. Sad. I'm sure those areas have got new fish. Wow, this has a lot of fish in it. This is like our 30th fish from this, you can see he's got a very, he's got a dad bod, you know? This fishing hole has a lot of fish in it, though. Usually they don't last this long. And incredible, it's not out yet. I'm gonna keep going, baby. We're gonna get so many fish. I'm gonna win Bassmasters twice. Twice. From this one fishing hole. I've already caught like 48 pounds of fish from this one spot. It's awesome. Unfortunately for me, I do want to buy the mud house, like I was saying, but it's expensive, and fish are not worth very much, so I'm going to have to catch like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of fish. It's going to be so much fun. I've been chipping away at it little by little. I don't know how much money I have, but when we leave this fishing hole, I'll check. It's gotta run out soon, man. It's gotta run out soon. This game can't be being this nice to me right now. Unless they changed it. Maybe they've updated it and made it to where fishing holes are just all infinite. Yeah, another Jarl salmon. Oh no, it's out now. I've got 18,000 gold. That's not bad. I think I need like 700,000 for the house, though. So Stay Moist Mansion, I think is what it's called. Alright, you know what? I guess I'll keep that. Fuck, I don't need it, though. I'm not making clothes. I'm just not. I need more room for... because I already have all of these elixirs and stuff that I don't need. They're just too useful for me to get rid of if I get in a pinch, because they restore a ton of health. I have 2 large fish. That's good. Lightning Staff of Stendar. Where did I even get this stuff? Like, I don't remember the last time I played this. I can be clear. I can be a skeleton, too. Maybe I'll be a clear skeleton? I think that sounds like fun. I like being a clear skeleton. Appearance... polymorphs skeleton. Now I'm a clear blue skeleton, and it's going to be almost impossible to see me. I'm going to look like just a bunch of flies to people. And I think that's beautiful. Okay, do we have a fishing hole over here? I sense fish. I sense a fishing hole. Here's one right here. Hot dog.
No, please. I can't take this anymore.
Oh god, we got fucking ghosts harassing me. I can fish from the shore at least. Can you, like, go away? All the side quests. They really want you to start these side quests, but no, I want to fish. I'm not in this for the glory. I've already beaten this game with every faction, so it doesn't matter to me anymore. I have the Cadwell helm. I don't need your side quest. I've probably already done it. I'm just here for the fishing. I'm just here for the fishing. Bassmasters could never. Can I destroy this? Ugh, God. You know what? I'm just gonna have a bunch of wet gunny sacks. They never have any fish in them, of course. It's always a bummer when you catch some trash. We're catching plenty of fish, though, you know? I can't really be that mad. At the end of the stream, or at the end of this portion at least, we'll go and we'll sell all the fish we caught. And we'll see what kind of profits we made. I'm sure we'll have enough to buy Stay Moist Mansion by the end. No, we won't. It's super expensive. So stay tuned for that. I will eventually do it. It's going to take so much fishing. I'm going to have to dedicate several entire streams to nothing but fishing in Elder Scrolls Online. Which could be fun. Especially if we watch Bassmaster videos from like the 70s where people are like smoking cigars and firing magnums into the air while they're fishing. That's always a fun time. I caught river bait, which, you know what? At least I could put that back in and get more fish. More fish for my fish. I can't be mad about that. I'm more mad when I catch a wet gunny sack because it's just garbage every time. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! A rare fish found only in the lake waters of the Rift. And it's worth 30 gold. That's not bad. That's nothing to sneeze at. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Every time I catch a fish, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Every time I catch a fish in this game, it's so fulfilling. Because you know what? It means that I'm doing something right, you know? It feels good. It feels good. Hang on a sec. What was that scream that just happened? Why did someone scream? Another fucking one of these, huh? Well, bunch of trash in this lake, but, you know, that's just the times we're living in ESO. You know, nobody respects the environment anymore. Everybody's just throwing their sacks in the fucking lake. It's a disaster, it tells you. Come on, man, let me catch one of these fish. Spade tail. It's probably full of mercury, knowing this lake. Just loaded with mercury. You know what? I'm fine with that, because I'm not the one eating them. I'm just selling them. Big bucks, big dollars. For these sloppy fish. I wonder if I could get more money for them if I cooked them, but I think it's actually worth less to sell food than a fish. Jarl salmon. We're getting some good fish today. Honestly. Is fishing a skill in this game, though? Like, if I level it up, for instance, do I get access to better drop rates for rarer fish or something? I don't know how it works. I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting any XP for this. And if I'm not, that's a fucking shame. It would be giving me XP in most MMOs. So, if it doesn't, then that's a huge, huge point off for this game. That's like a full letter grade down in quality for this fishing minigame if I'm not getting any XP for this. Like, what the fuck, Todd? Why even have the system then? At least I get money for it, though. And you can use money to buy things that are pretty cool, like a house. It's gonna take so many damn fish for that. I'll put on some 1970s Bassmaster videos in a minute. Ooh, I caught some green kelp. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for more fishing spots. And tragically, I don't see any. That's a lie, there's one right here. This one seems to be in kind of an awkward spot. But there is a little bit of land right here we can fish from, so you know what? It's valid. It's a valid spot. I don't have to like parkour my way up a mountain to fish here. It's fine. It's right next to a spooky bridge and like a graveyard, and the sky is all like weird. It's very nice. Very nice fishing spot. I was debating on doing Far Cry 3, but you don't really fish in that game, as so much as you go out with a gun and shoot a shark in the face. That's not really the same thing. So I don't know. Far Cry 5 is on the list, though. Because that actually had a fishing minigame that was pretty in-depth, if I remember right. Like, you have to manage the tension of your line and stuff. And I didn't really get it at first, and I fucked it up a bunch. I'm gonna see if I can find some good old-fashioned Bassmaster. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bassmaster, 75. No, 79. 1979 Bassmaster Classic. Okay, hang on, hang on.
You know, I think I probably had 4 or 5 deep.
Okay. Okay. Gotta make sure it's turned up, you know. But give me a sec, I'll get this up on the screen. And wait for it. Oh god, what am I doing? I haven't used OBS in a few days and I'm already fucking it up. Hang on. It's window capture we want. Yes. Yes. It's gonna be small, but, you know, this is from 1979. So I don't think it matters if it's small. Really? Because it was filmed in, like, 8p. 8 pixels by, like, 19 pixels. So I think we'll be okay. Gotta crop the top out, though. There we go. Yeah. Now this is going to inspire me to catch more fish. I'm telling you, it works every time. Whenever we watch Bassmaster, things go well. There we go. I'm going to try to get this screen looking all, like, thematically appropriate. It's going to look so good. That's a pretty good crop. It's a decent crop. I think I could do better. Hang on. Little bit more out of the left, it looks like. There we go. And a little bit more out of the right. Yep. And then the bottom could use like a couple more. Like that. And then the top. Boom. Okay. Now that is a cropped Bassmaster competition right there. Alright. It's taking up like a 1/6 of the screen. I could probably do it smaller than that and be okay.
I caught a lot of little fish.
Hell yeah.
I think I probably had 4 or 5 decent fish to hit. Never did really actually boat one of them.
We caught quite a few small fish. We established 2 small fish patterns that.
Oh man, I'm so excited about Bassmaster right now, dude.
I caught several little fish. I didn't get any big ones.
He didn't get any big ones?
I'm really looking forward to it. I think I weigh 20 pounds plus.
Oh, dude.
I think it's probably got some
Is
fish
Dick
in it,
Boss
so
in
I'm
this one?
baiting it, so.
I don't remember. We've probably watched 79 before.
We didn't make a dent in it today. We're just gonna have to hunt a whole lot harder.
Another spade tail. I'm catching big old fish. What are you guys having problems for? These are the pros right here. And these are the good old days of bass fishing. Before the sport lost all integrity. Now you fish in like an arena. It's really... Bass fishing nowadays is so weird. Like you're barely even in nature. It's almost like, what's the point? In the future, we're just gonna watch robots fish. You know? That's what it feels like. You got a boat that, like, does everything for you. It's weird. Yeah, these are the days, you know, chewing tobacco, 44 Magnums, and
this is beautiful Lake Texoma.
Lake
Spanning
Texoma.
The borders of Texas to the north and Oklahoma to the south.
Oh shit,
It's
Lake
a
Texoma because it's Oklahoma and Texas? That's
90,000
awesome.
Surface acres in all, and it's the site of the 1979 Bass Masters Classic.
That's right, baby. Alright, let's see what I got in here.
The best bass fishermen in the world are about to challenge Lake Texoma for the $25,000
Just more trash. Just more trash for me to hold on to, dude.
Anglers a good idea of what they're up against.
I don't need that.
Experts are right.
How about that?
This body of water will yield a record catch of black bass at the 9th annual event.
I gotta go to Orsinium? Okay.
Now
Well,
the old mark, just 1 ounce short of 60 pounds, is held by Ricky Klein.
we can head there.
And he's out to break his own record this year. But Ricky's going to have plenty of other champions on the lake with him.
We've got so
Each
many
fishing for the
things.
same prize and shooting for the same record. Among them is Bobby
Ooh,
Murray,
the kelp is a
last year's
furnishing.
classic winner and a superb fisherman. Then there's Roland Martin, Bass all-time money winner. Don't forget Bill Dance.
Okay, hang on.
Two-time Bass Angler
There's a
of the
dock
Year.
right here.
Hank Parker's here, a Clover, South Carolina boy with a nickname of Gentle Ben. There's Tommy Martin, 1974 classic winner. And David Glebe, inventor of the flippin' fishing method. Paul Chambly's here.
Paul
fishing
Chambly?
his 6th consecutive classic. Gary Klein, making his first
Damn.
outing on the Bass Tournament Trail.
Goodbye.
We
gotta find another spot. I gotta outfish these Bassmasters from 1979.
25 veterans of the classic trail, and just enough new blood to make the competition anybody's tournament.
The Super Bass-O-Matic 76.
Maybe the experts will be right. Maybe a new record will be set. Practice day
Oh
at the
shit, is that a fishing
Bassmaster
spot?
Classic is important. Like a NASCAR driver testing the high banks of Daytona, or a PGA golfer measuring the traps at Augusta.
Hell yeah.
Bass angler must get the feel of Texoma. But one full
Texoma.
day of practice has done little but raise a lot of doubts.
Damn.
They were hitting the bait kind of sharp. We didn't do any good, really.
Well, if Dick Boss doesn't win, then I don't care.
Catch a lot.
Alright?
Really, kind of disappointed. 94,000 acres, but we didn't catch any fish. Tomorrow I'm gonna
Didn't catch any fish? 94,000 acres? Dude, just give up. Log off.
Well, it was pretty tough for me. I caught 3 or 4 fish all day.
Take the L. As in log off.
It's evident from the beginning that these fishermen may be in for the challenge of their professional lives.
Yeah?
A practice round is more than just testing waters. It's a time for
One
studying
moment.
patterns, sharpening techniques, and checking out equipment. Equipment all important to the bass fishermen. And that which is used at the Classic is designed especially for the toughest competition of them all. For the fishermen, it's vital that the very best equipment be available and in perfect working order. Each contestant starts dead even. All 25 are provided with a fully equipped Bassmasters Classic boat. The boat designed and engineered and built to meet the test that they will give it. This boat isn't just another bass rig. No, sir. It's specially designed for this challenging event. Each rig is equipped with a 115 horsepower outboard, an electric trolling motor, 3 depth sounders, and numerous other marine-tested and angler-proven pieces
He
of
said a
gear.
trolling motor?
This is the
Sorry, I had the mic
best
off for a
rig
minute.
and gear money can buy.
'Cause it got
Make no
noisy.
mistake about that.
It got
And now it's up to
noisy,
the
and I didn't want to scare the
anglers
fish
provide the
away.
skill and expertise.
Oh man, I'm gonna
With the
fish
preliminary
this lake
finish
dry.
and
Let me
target
tell you.
rounds wrapped up, wait a minute. I see it now.
What's
Hey,
happening?
It's Ray Scott, ladies and gentlemen.
Riverbait?
I've seen Ray dressed up like this before. He's making his entrance as the Sheik of Bass Mastery.
Oh, that's
Gone nuts. Is he throwing money
yeah, that's
around?
very
It must be money.
that's
What's
very
going
appropriate,
on
man.
over there? Hey, somebody's got one. It's applications for Bass memberships. Now that Ray's got our attention, let's see what else he has in mind for this evening.
Wow. Wow.
It's all part of the plan to break the mounting tension and give everybody, fishermen, officials, wives, and invited guests, some well-needed relief from the worries of the coming
Wow.
battle of champions. But tomorrow, you can bet the adrenaline will start running at the same time. the
Racism
boat
in my Bassmasters? No way. No way. No way Texoma would do that to me.
The day and the time have finally arrived.
No
the
way.
First day of the 1979 Classic.
This is what I want.
Like an early morning invasion, the boats slip
Right here.
into the water.
Right here.
Few words are needed. Fewer are spoken. And what they need now, above anything else, is
I got a head start on them. I'm catching fish like they wouldn't believe. You've never seen an invisible skeleton
And
catch
if
fish like
any one
this
of them
before.
will quickly agree, just an air of good luck.
Oh shit. The holes run dry.
Bass fishing tournaments can be compared to many other sporting events.
Ooh, another one.
Contestants must qualify. There are time limits. There are boundaries. Officials make.
This is a
and
nice
enforce
spot. I like
rules.
that we're right by the
Prize
bridges.
money is the
We're
winner's
relatively
reward.
safe. You get to look out over the lake. This is a good fishing spot right here.
There are striking differences too.
I'm
Bass
feeling the
fishermen
magic.
Don't hit. They don't catch.
Every time
they
I
don't
fish,
throw
I
a
get this
ball,
feeling.
They don't square off against their opponents.
Another spade tail. A
contest
lot of
for
those.
speed
A lot
or
of spade
strength or
tails.
endurance. Their adversaries are not human, and the field of play is not really visible.
Damn.
The only size that counts in this sport is the size of that bass. Inch for inch
That
and
bass.
pound for pound. The game is fish that swims.
That's right.
But the Classic has one characteristic which sets
It's all
it
about the
apart from
fish.
all other sporting events. Bass tournaments. Each contestant here on Texoma has exclusive coverage by the news media.
Oh,
Because
shit.
in each of the two-man fishing rigs, one of the men is not a professional fisherman.
And every
but
time we
rather
kiss,
a
I swear I could
professional
fly.
sports writer. That's right. As close to the action as any newsman can
That's
get.
right.
Actually, a part of the action. Studying every move. Learning how a tournament can be won or lost. In all, 75 members of the press are covering this championship. And there
That's a
is
lot of members of the...
75
75 members of the
fishing
press.
followers throughout the world.
That's like every member of the press in 1979 or whatever. I think it's 70. Yeah, it's 79.
and the tensions of all these professionals.
Oh, damn.
Many wives would dearly love to be over-impressed, sure they would.
It's so great that we live in an age where you can watch the 1979 Bassmaster Classic whenever you want, and you don't have to, like, break out the VHS. That's all crusty and, like, faded. So, like, it plays weird when you put it in the VCR.
It's more than a race against other fishermen. It's also a race against the clock to get in all the fishing possible during the time limits.
Oh, yeah. You gotta be fishing your heart out. You gotta be fishing your damn arms off.
Day's work. Wives and hundreds of spectators gather at the weigh-in area, and they're all awaiting the results of this, the first day's catch. This is the beginning of the true test here. It's the climax of the opening round, and the winner for the day will prove his victory with the weight of his fish on the scales.
Oof.
Here they come, and you can feel the excitement.
That looked like a pretty heavy gunny sack full of fish.
With 2 fish.
2? Only 2? How many hours was this guy fishing for 2 fish?
6 pounds, 5 ounces.
6 pounds.
Forrest Wood starting his comeback with 4 fish.
Boring.
While most of these contestants have been fishing, Forrest has been building their boats.
Wow.
Not a bad day's work for Forrest. A total of 9 pounds, 2 ounces.
There we go. We're getting 9 pounds.
For a guy who's been off the tour
4
so
fish,
long.
9 pounds. Not bad, Forrest. It's no Dick Boss numbers. It's still rookie numbers.
Here's Roland Martin. Hey, he's pulling out of that live well. It looks like he had a good day. That's 3 good fish for Roland.
Ooh. But how much poundage?
8 pounds, 10 ounces for
That's
Roland Martin.
pretty fucking good.
The competition, as you can see here, is close at the top. Ricky Clunn only showed up with 2 fish. But don't feel too sorry for Ricky. He's an expert. He's a veteran. He's been there before. And if he has 2 fish, he's in the competition. 8 pounds, 10 ounces. I told you Ricky would be competitive.
That's a pretty...
Not a bass
He
or
got a
reel.
couple of big
That's
fish.
one
Damn.
shows
2
that
fish, 8
9
pounds.
ounces. And it keeps Ricky Clunn
Wow,
on
look at that.
the leaders.
Look at that big old fucking bass.
And only his
You
first
love
year
to see
fishing
it.
the tournament too. He's having a great rookie year. He was less than 2 pounds off the Angler of the Year race won by Roland Martin. All right, Gary. His catch weighs in at 10 pounds, 11 ounces.
Gary.
The word is now that Hank Parker may have the only limit of the day. Parker is the 7th leading money winner in 1979 on the strength of lunker catches in the first 3 invitational tournaments of the year.
I don't know what any of that means, but this guy can catch a fish. I think that's what all that means. That looks heavy.
Remember now, whenever we tell you, add a total of 12 ounces bonus for the live fish. And the weight, and you leave it 15, 14. 15 pounds.
15 pounds. No way.
For Parker, not here, but right now he's in a league all by himself.
Damn.
Fooling him, only 9 men caught over 1.
This guy looks like a bass fisherman from the 70s for sure.
No one can argue with that today. Texoma stumped even the best of them.
Well, I'm fishing rifting completely clean. Completely.
In keeping with the Bass Association's first-class tension-breaking entertainment, Mel Tillis moves into the spotlight.
Oh, this spot refilled. Wait, did I already fish over here?
18, 19, 22 years I've been
Maybe.
fishing, and I'm beginning to make a hell of a living out of it.
It's a little spot. It's tucked away. Oh, God, leave me alone.
Telling the story is a challenge to the country.
This ghost really wants me to do this side quest, but I'm watching Bassmaster.
Sing a song, and he can do it without a blemish.
But this guy's a singer? He's a country and western singer?
I've been sort of restless. Guess it might help me. I got away from the wild.
He's a singer and a bass man. A double threat.
Like I say, I just saw
Oh God, I got another sack.
not not a whole
I
lot
bet none of these guys are catching sacks. How embarrassing.
Tall tails about all the big fish.
Yeah. That's right, Hank.
Now, nobody at this level of
Just
professionalism
hope we
waits
can
on
get
luck to
big
come to them.
fish.
You wait on luck to come
I
to
know.
you in this
I know, man.
business, you're coming up dry. If there is such a thing as luck, they go out after it. And
Catching
they take
so
their
many
skills
spade
along
tails.
with it, just to make certain that they can find it.
I bet I'm catching more spade tails than any of
But
these
how can
fools.
anybody say
They don't know how to
that they'll be
fish
in the
like
right
me.
spot at just the right
We're in
time?
a league of our own, chat.
You know, a lot of people seem to think that it takes a great deal of skill, I think, to win the classic. But
Oh my god.
it's always been my opinion that luck probably plays the biggest factor here than any other tournaments that we fish.
Damn.
Because we only have one day to
Hank is spitting some facts. It's not about your skill, it's about luck.
It's just impossible to cover.
You don't even need to know how to
I
fish.
think it's a matter of a bunch of experience even to get to the class.
Just use power bait, man. Power bait and a Batman fishing pole, and you win.
So, man's got to get a little lucky to get in. Right.
You just always win. Fish love
Well,
power
as you
bait.
can tell, that's what sets these professionals apart from the riverbank worm bass
It's like
catchers.
Play-Doh, but fish
They
dig it.
pay technical, scientific
I think it
studies
smells
of the
really
ways
strong
catch
to them,
bass.
and it like
many of
attracts them. Like that's the point of it, but
spinners and other
I don't know.
attractive
It seems
baits.
to work
So
in
don't
my
count
experience.
on chance. They count on their own skill and
I'm no
knowledge
Dick
to
Boss, of
outwit
course.
and elude the clever bass that they're after.
You would fish with Uncle Lizard Dad? Yeah, we who wouldn't, honestly? He just wants to sit there and watch Bassmasters and piss off his ex-wife. With every fish I catch, she gets another degree of anger.
Pretty nice fish here. I just lost another one. Caught him and he fell right down here on the seat. Before I could grab him, just jumped right overboard. It's a real nice fish, about the same size as this one. I'm afraid it's gonna cost me a lot of money, that little fish.
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna let this one get overboard. I can take that.
Yeah. Yeah. Take that fish.
The day's time for fishing is run out. Now it's time to add up the score once again. Here's Basil Bacon. He's coming into the
Basil
Western area,
Bacon?
and he's bringing 5 fish with him.
Is that guy's
Bacon
name
was making up for yesterday.
Basil
He
Bacon?
was one of the 9 that got skunked.
He doesn't look like a
13
basil.
pounds, 4 ounces. That puts Basil Bacon right back in the race again.
Oh, damn. I didn't hear how much he got, but it was probably a lot. Probably a lot of poundage in that bag. Did she leave on account of all the fishing? Yeah.
Back to his old tricks
Yeah.
again
His
today.
ex-wife was pissed off because he was fishing too much.
5 fish.
And so she left him.
Looks like he's going to
And now he's
add
trying to piss her
even
off by
more
buying a
to the
huge mansion made out of mud, using nothing but
11
fish.
pounds, 15 ounces for Hank.
She's gonna be so pissed. She was like, you watch too much Bassmasters, and you fish way too often.
Gary Klein, he's bringing in 3 bass.
But she could have just been going fishing with him. She was always invited,
5 pounds, 13 ounces.
but she hates Bassmaster. She hates the integrity
And
of the
it's enough
sport.
to give him some momentum going into the final day's competition.
6 times out of 9 years he was acting with you. He thinks he's everybody.
It's all in the wrist.
He's one of the more nice
Like many things in life, it's all in the wrist.
Roland Martin's got 3 fish, and they're good-looking bass too. This is definitely
Those
an
are
enough
good-looking
bonus
bass.
total.
8 pounds, 4 ounces of roll line. Let's get right down.
Here's David
I like how that
Davis.
guy is on the loudspeaker announcing the sizes of the fish is so, like, his accent is so southern and so thick that you can barely understand him.
One day of competition left. Let's check the total board right now. Parker's lead over his nearest
It's like in
rival,
Napoleon
Roland Martin,
Dynamite when he gets
is
the
over
job from that
11 pounds.
chicken farmer and
Gary
you can
Klein,
fucking
the
barely
Columbus
understand what the guy's saying.
Californian, is a close third, and the ever-present Fun is always within striking distance.
Hey, a fellow fishing enthusiast.
On the last day, I'm not worried about that. Well, yes, I'm worried about it, but I really believe,
I don't see any fishing spots around here. She's probably not catching very much.
The tournament,
What an
75
amateur.
Writers and reporters are sending his words on their way to print in newspapers, magazines, and specialized journals all over the country.
Check out my cool purple horse. Do the chickens have large talons? Yeah. The very same Napoleon Dynamite encounter that statement comes from. Alright, I'm gonna look for a new spot. God damn, Riften is like kind of shitty for fishing, innit? Autumn's Gate. No, that sounds like Heaven's Gate. We don't want to bring up that. I don't know about Riften, guys. I don't know about Riften. It's fine. It's just too normal, you know? There's not enough happening. It's not Bass Mastery enough, but it is an option if you like to fish in this game. So, I'm gonna leave. We'll go to a better fishing spot. But where? I mean, we can go pretty much anywhere, you know. Where is this? This is Oridon. We might be able to catch some good fish here. And there's, you know what? There's a spot right out here. There's a damn fishing spot right out here. Let's go to Oridon. It's very high fantasy out here. I don't know, we were gonna go to Cold Harbor. Can I? I think I can. We're gonna go fish in hell, if I can get there. I think I remember how to do it, but I gotta wait for this to load first.
Little by little, as the day wears on, a pattern now seems to emerge.
No.
All over Texoma.
Yes.
Bows are drifting
Aw, come on!
beds and stick-ups.
I can't get to Cold Harbor that easily.
They have done with their cane
You're
poles
shitting my britches. You're shitting my pants. Alright, well, we are gonna fish in Oridon then.
The flipping method. Hank Parker didn't invent it, no, not by a long shot. But he's had plenty of practice on Lake Wiley near his hometown of Clover, South Carolina.
Lake Wiley? Think of all the fish, chat. Think of all the fish.
How many other bass pros will use the flipping method today? And will any of them be lucky enough to come up with that hot hole?
Boom, there's a fishing spot right there. And there's another one over there, but there's also a bear. So, I mean, we'd have to do some killing.
The people are here.
A lake fishing hole?
Thousands of them. The officials are here. The scales are ready.
Yeah. They're getting real hype about this day of fishing, huh? Is this the last day? I didn't even see Dick Boss mentioned. That's not fair. It's not fair to Dick Boss. These guys look like they're having so much fun out on the lake. Oridon is nice though. There's nice foliage around. It's raining here too though. Interesting that we went to somewhere with the exact same weather even though they're across Tamriel from each other.
David Wharton brings in his final catch. 4 fish.
Did that guy just turn invisible?
That means he has gone from skunk on the first day to the top dozen of the
Alright. There's a giant bat over here now.
I don't think so. Ricky Green produces 3 fish, but they're big ones. He's almost as short of a good finish.
That bear is just cruising, man. Just cruising.
Tommy Martin had a super day, pulling in 6 fish.
Tommy Martin got 6 fish.
When Parker got that many.
Rookie numbers. Rookie numbers.
That's a big number at the finish. But Tommy was skunked on the first day, remember that? and that will cost him now. Bill Dance finally found the secret to Lake Texoma, bringing in 3 good-looking bass.
3 good-looking bass.
Klein, always a threat.
A mudfish?
This final day's total of 3 fish. That's not enough.
Did any of these guys catch a mudfish? I don't think so.
Gary Klein has 4 fish. But wait a minute.
Gary.
They're small. Too small.
Gary, you're an animal.
Gary. Here's Basil Bacon, and he's got a sack full of fish. This may cause serious trouble for Hank Parker. And the word is, at least we understand it, that Parker may have only caught 1 fish today.
Oh no.
If that's true, this could be a photo finish.
Damn.
13 pounds, 8 ounces. All right.
13 pounds of fish in one day.
Catch, but it's just not enough to catch the leader. Wu Davis
Why sometimes when I reel a fish in does my character scream?
for a total of no
He's like,
fish,
ah!
no ounces. It can happen to the best of them. Roland Martin drops out with only 1 fish.
Roland Martin!
Woods,
He's
also
done for.
only
He'll
1
never
fish.
recover. 1
And
fish?
Bobby Murray had zip for the day.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. No fish in the whole day. Fuck. We got competition, chat.
Here comes Hank Parker for his
Thugalicious.
Everybody knows the result.
Thugalicious is competing with us.
But when the crowd gathers around
But I've got a huge head start.
go up and the photographers start clicking, well, Hank Parker knows that it's all over but the check cashing.
Oh, come the fuck on. I need to go to the harborage because we're gonna need to get to Cold Harbor.
Masters Classic is almost history. And surprisingly, almost unbelievably, Hank Parker could have stayed in bed this
Don't
morning
fish my hole.
and still would have won the tournament. But Parker isn't the only
Don't fish my hole, bitch.
Out of 138 largemouth bass caught, 136
No, that's fine.
were
But you're never gonna catch as many fish as I am. I'm sorry, you're not dedicated enough to it. You're just not. You understand? Rookie numbers. I got another sack.
Thanks to an organized effort and the help of outstanding professional and amateur members of bass.
Amateur?
As well as the consistent support
I've never heard
of
amateur
outdoor
said
writers and
amateur
editors
before.
here today.
The Amateurville Horror.
It's all over. The Lake Texoma experts were wrong this time. There were no record catches, but one
You
man,
bastard.
at least one man, isn't complaining.
I'll leave this meat there. And, when he eats it, he'll throw up, and it'll be really funny. Anyway, I need to find a better spot that isn't being encroached upon. My light armor increased? What did I do? Oh, I thought this was someone, like, teabagging in front of this guard, but it's a training student doing jumping jacks.
My time on you. Pathetic.
Well, that was the Bassmaster Classic, 1979.
I need help.
The 89 Bassmaster Classic? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. That VHS quality. It looks about the same as it did in 79. Hang on. Can I fish in this fucking cave, bro? No, I can't. Maybe I can inside, but probably not. I don't think usually you can in interior locations. Alright, let's ride somewhere where I can fish. I just got this horse for free, by the way. I think I had to link my Twitch account to ESO, and it just gave me this horse. It was something like that, I don't remember. Did it a while ago. Well, there's pirates over there, I don't want to fuck with them. Got some crab friends. I'd be willing to do some saltwater fishing if I could find a spot, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a spot. I just haven't seen one yet.
These anglers are the best, because to compete in the Bassmasters Classic, you don't just show up and go fishing. You earn the right to be here through one of three ways. Be the defending world champion like Missouri's Guido Hibden, or compete in the 6 qualifying BASS Invitationals and place in the top 35 at the end of the season, or finish first in one of the 5 BASS Federation divisions at the National Federation Tournament.
So that's how you get into Bassmaster?
1989 championship sports one
They
of
have
the
like
strongest fields in
competitions
classic
leading up to it. I guess that makes
Only
sense.
4 of these 41 anglers have won a BASS championship. This all-star field also includes 10 former world champions.
I don't think I was supposed to go that way.
Besides Guido Hibden, there's 1974
Slaughterfish
champion
attack.
Tommy Martin of
Damn.
Texas, who
Stay out of
was
deep
the
water.
last
You
to
stay out of
this
deep water.
championship
It's my
last
calling
year to almost
to go into
40
the deep water.
Well, the pattern I used last year, in particular the last day, when I really got onto the pattern of catching the bigger fish, I just changed lures.
Can you get out of my way?
I went to a
Thank you.
small Cardell crankbait, chartreuse with an orange belly. In fact, the first cast I made down that bank that I've been catching my fish on did not produce a strike until I changed to the little crankbait, and that was really the lure that the quality fish wanted the best. This year, I'm not sure if that pattern's going to work. I did go back in there yesterday morning, and I caught a 3-pounder about the second cast.
I bet we could fish out this way. I'm going to take the Way Shrine because it's free, fast travel.
I have a feeling that that pattern.
If you do take a Way Shrine. And we'll just go to like this one. We'll go to Skywatch. It's right there.
Is strong. North Carolina's Hank Parker, the 1979 champion.
Hank!
Stanley Mitchell of Georgia, the
Stan.
winner in 1981. Louisiana's Jack Haynes, who claimed the 1975 title.
I bet I could get this. Hang on, I just had an idea. It might look like shit, but if I do this,
who prepares a bit differently for
let me.
I do a whole lot more preparation on small details like lure
It would be in
selection,
filters,
hook sharpening, and changing hooks,
and then effect
and really getting
filters,
ready for the classic than I do
and then we
most
can
tournaments.
color key
But as far as mental preparation,
the
I prepare
black.
for a regular BASS tournament just as I do the classic. They're all very important to me.
And the who's who list continues. 3-time classic champion Rick Clunn of Texas, fishing his 16th straight classic. The 1987 winner George Cochran of Arkansas. Oklahoma's Charlie Reed, the 1986 title holder. And Paul Elias of Mississippi.
Yeah,
the
that's great.
1982
You know what?
classic
That's
champion.
perfect.
The top seed in this year's
This is really
championship
busy
is
on the
Gary
screen.
Klein of
There's a lot
Texas,
going on.
who outfished all BASS touring pros to win the coveted Angler of the Year award. And there are many others here who are also experienced classic competitors, like Roland Martin of Florida, who's fishing a record 17th classic, and former Angler of the Year Denny Brower of Missouri, who knows that attention to the James River's tides is important.
Tides definitely influence the tournament. Tidal water fish almost feed exclusively on certain tides, and if you're not in the right place at the right time, it's the difference between catching a limit and not getting any bites. So it can be critical.
Oh, I know all about not getting
The way
any
to look at it is
bites.
You can go into an area that's got a lot of fish and try to utilize your time and just stay in that area and hope to catch some of the bigger fish even on the bad tides, or you can just run the right tides and hope to be on those right places at the right time. And that's a tough decision because if you're off a few minutes, I know when I come over and pre-fished, I fished one spot, never had a bite, and come back by it about 45 minutes later and caught 15 pounds off it. Now, that's scary. I don't know. I'd rather fish a place where the water just kind of stayed at one level myself.
I don't see any fishing spots around here.
Has its eyes on hometown favorite
Tragically.
Blue Daves from nearby Chester, Virginia.
But maybe if we go around this way a little
Second
more.
Last year, just 6 ounces behind Guido Hibden. Another top
Wait, here's a
contender
fisherman.
watch
Is there a
is
fishing
Florida's
spot
Jim
nearby?
Wright, who's come on strong following his $108,000
Got a good spot?
megabucks
No.
victory. The
Shit.
41 qualifiers arrived in Richmond Sunday. First on the agenda is registration, where they pick up their official clothing, fishing licenses.
Alright, there's double music. I gotta turn the music off again.
6:15 Monday morning, practice day, Osborne Landing. The new 6-lane launch facility completed just in time for this year's Classic. Each contestant is paired daily with an official observer from the National or International Press Corps covering this World Championship.
No way.
It's during the 2-day
The
practice
press is
period
here?
when these
Their press
anglers
is always
attempt
there.
to put together a fish-catching
Dude,
pattern.
where is
These
Fish?
bassmasters don't actually try to catch and land bass.
Where is
but
Fish?
rather identify the areas and techniques it will take to put bass in the bag. The
Give me
James
fish.
is a tidal river.
Now.
Most of the competitors feel the tides will play a very important, if not deciding, role in the final outcome. But proper lure selection is
Right
also
now.
very important. As 1989 BASS Angler of the Year Gary Klein knows.
Last year I had real good success fishing a little 5-inch grub, which I plan on really keying on that again this year. But as far as the spinnerbait selection goes and a crankbait selection, I've downscaled everything to little 1/8 and 1/4 ounces. But basically, or the reasoning behind the little tiny baits is for the simple fact that there's a lot of small minnows in this river, and the fish are real conditioned to these little baits. Last year I threw the big bladed spinner baits, and I think that was a mistake. So this year I've gone to the little stuff.
He's using tiny bait because these fish are used to eating tiny fish. And you know what? That makes sense. That guy knows what he's talking about, maybe. Perhaps. I'll believe it when I see it.
Day 1 of the 1989 Bassmasters Classic Championship.
Hang on, I gotta pick a lock real quick. This isn't part of the Bassmasters Championships normally, but occasionally you'll see someone picking a lock out on the lake.
Former champion Paul Elias returned.
Got some good loot from that.
Off the James River, where he
It'll
fished
certainly
last
help
year.
with the house buying.
Same area where he caught 26 pounds, 1 ounce of bass to finish 4th, just 1 pound 7 ounces behind Guido Hibden. It's obvious the bass are still here, but the size of his
Those
fish
wolves are
will
gonna
become
fucking
an
attack me, I
important
just know it.
factor. Gary Klein, coming off his best year ever on the BASS tournament trail, returns
I don't think
to the Chickahominy
they want me to
River,
fish out here,
the
man.
area he fished last year when he finished 12th. On the other hand, Guido Hibden is in a different area from where he won last year.
Why is there no saltwater fishing in this game at all?
First day that the angler to watch
What the hell?
is Woo Daves, the hometown favorite. But the fact is, no angler with a home lake or home river advantage has ever won a Bassmasters Classic. Well, it's showtime at the Richmond Coliseum. Classic 19. The first weigh-in will set the stage for the remainder of this
I have yet to see a single saltwater fishing spot
takes the lead.
all day.
11 pounds, 14 ounces.
No, leave me alone. Be gone.
I fished up here about 18 days in practice, I believe, and I never could at one time duplicate a good catch on successive days. I know it takes 3 days to win this thing, and I'm not so sure I can do it, but I'm going to try it.
The Bassmasters Classic has become more than
Go away.
a world championship of professional bass angling. It's become an annual event that draws thousands of spectators to a week-long bass angling extravaganza.
I'm fishing.
It's
Leave me
here at
alone.
the Classic Outdoor Show where consumers see new products for the first time. Products so new, they have yet to reach the store shelves or showrooms.
I don't want to do your side
It's
quest.
also during Classic Week.
You can't
the
make me.
outdoor press is introduced to new bass and innovations.
So what you're seeing for the very first time...
I haven't seen a single saltwater fucking fishing spot, man. It's starting to get very
Company
concerning.
experts explain their products in detail to the Classic press members, answering questions with information which will find its way to consumers through radio.
I don't think we can even
newspaper,
swim
and
out that way.
television.
And further.
There's field testing.
This morning,
Well,
we
shit my
had the
fucking
opportunity to
pants.
test drive the official truck of Bass, the Bassmaster Classic this year. This is an all-new truck, an all-new model of the full-size truck.
Why are we talking about
Extended
trucks?
cab
Oh yeah,
control
because this is
and this
Bassmaster.
morning you're going to get that opportunity to test drive this vehicle in a wooded area and in a four-wheel drive environment. This vehicle, like all Chevrolet trucks, also has the shift on the fly four-wheel drive. You don't have to get out, you just shift when you go into four-wheel drive and shift out when you want to go
Oh my god.
drive, which is also
I stumbled into the ghost hell zone. Stop. Ghosts, leave me alone. I want none of this. Nothing, I want nothing. Where is some water? I gotta get back out on the water. If I'm ever gonna outfish these Chevy truck drivers, we need to get out there and drop a line in the water already. Now that is a truck.
This prestigious World Championship would not be possible without the support of these classic sponsors.
That's a truck.
And it's this support, too, which has made it possible for the growing $2.7 million BASS Tournament Trail. Day 2, and the conditions change drastically.
I sense fish nearby.
Rains accompanied by thunder and lightning.
I sense fish presences.
But they're still catching bass. Many anglers
Where are they?
this morning were concerned the downpour would muddy the small creeks they're fishing. One area which would not be affected as much is the gravel pit fished by Paul Elias, or the Chickahominy River, about an hour distant from the launch site.
And it was raining the last time we got lucky and got a bunch of fishing spots.
Kilby and David Wharton are fishing. While some anglers are catching bass, the weather hampers others. And the top 10 changes quickly at this second day weigh-in. Woo Dave slips to 5th, and Arkansas angler Rob Kilby.
It's just so weird. I haven't seen a single fishing spot here. Well, we found one right at the start, but there was competition out there, and I'm not about that right now. I need to get my own fishing spots if I'm ever gonna win Bassmasters. Here's a spot, maybe. No, never mind. Yes, yes.
As long as they don't come around me, I don't care.
Wait. Yeah, I got insect parts selected. Okay.
No, I
Let's
didn't
do
have
it.
too much company today. There's a couple more boats in there, but basically,
This is the spot.
I got
This
there
is the spot.
pretty much to myself.
That's gonna make me
It was slow
rich.
for me this morning. I just about got rattled. I didn't catch a fish probably for about 2 hours. My first one happened to be one of the bigger ones. Right before I caught it,
Nice.
I almost decided to try another spot. But luckily they started biting better, and this afternoon they bit pretty well. I ended up calling a couple fish, and I lost a couple, but they weren't big ones. So all in all, I had about the same kind of day today as I had yesterday. As long as these fish keep on biting like this, well, I'm 2/3 of the way
He's
there.
catching fish.
Tomorrow, if I do as well, I'll be all the way there.
He's catching fish.
Stay tuned for the exciting last day action of Classic 19. The Bassmasters will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
With a commanding lead and only a 5 bass limit yet to be caught, Jim Bitter is in the catbird seat. But to these Bassmasters Classic contenders, second is last. It'll be a long day for
Alright.
some.
I got more foul bait for when we do eventually get to hell. We've already fished in hell before, but I just think it's fun. We probably won't get there today, but we'll see.
My fish might turn off down there. Since they held there for 2 days, I got a feeling that maybe they'll hold there for 3 too. We just have to
Good instincts. Chet. I don't remember what his name was.
I think I'm fishing for second place. I think it's
Woo Daves.
But there's always a possibility, you know, it's about 5 or 6 or 7 of us right there that's within a pound of each other. And I'll just battle in and hope to come out on the top of that battle and hope Jim Bitters, you know, have, I mean, I don't want to wish him bad luck today or anything because he's a friend. But he could, if he does falter, say he only
Salmon.
6 pounds, 7 pounds, and I could go ahead and catch a 15-pound stringer, you know, I could have a chance to catch him.
I can win if I catch a good string of fish.
I know you can win, Hank. I can win if I catch a million fish.
Have a big fish, even to win if he does mess up. So I'm going to change my strategy a little bit. I'm going to go and fish the best I can. And
I believe in you, Hank.
Big fish by making a move. I got one little area that has the potential to produce.
Hank's the underdog. He's the little guy in this competition. I'm rooting for him.
While it's a tribute to an angler's ability to finish high in the Bassmasters Classic, only first place really counts because there's only one world champion. The $50,000 first place check is really secondary because with the fame of the title comes the fortune. It's estimated the classic champion will receive more than $1 million over a period of time as the result of endorsements and advertising.
Damn.
The front runners are catching bass this last day. It's going to be interesting. Although Jim Bitter enjoys a comfortable lead of nearly 5 pounds,
oh, Jimmy.
Several anglers could
Jimmy B's here?
Bitter should stumble, and another challenger gets on big bass.
I didn't know Jimmy B was going to be here.
As is Woo Daves. But so is the leader, Jim Bitter. This is a game of ounces worth $50,000. There have been several BASS competitions where
$50,000 is nothing to sneeze at for catching a bunch of fucking floppy ones, you know. Oh, he just dropped it. He just dropped it.
The final curtain.
He had it.
Come early, as early as 6:30 a.m.
He had it, but he dropped it. Damn, that was all? No, we fished that fishing spot for a little while, but... Oh wait, here's a spot. There's a saltwater fishing spot. Hang on, we got a lure book over here. Saltwater.
It's close to my home, probably the only chance I ever had to see a bass.
I only have a little bit of saltwater bait, actually.
That's what I mean to do is get inside.
We got worms. I'll start with worms. Got 12 worms.
Especially as your root for your favorite fisherman.
Would you?
Hank Parker.
That guy's on Hank's team.
It's showtime at the 19th
That guy's rooting for Hank.
Masters Classic in Richmond, Virginia. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
what the fuck is this?
Of the United States.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, Ray, and all
oh my God!
It's a pleasure to join you for this year's weigh-in at the Bassmasters Classic. After 3 days of casting,
I didn't expect a George Bush cameo.
Through the water, I'm sure there's a lot of tension out there. But for those of you who don't win, just remember, there's always next year. There's always that one that got away.
Oh my God, George Bush.
The real joy of fishing is not winning tournaments, but spending time with family and friends out on the water. And I agree with Isaac Walton that the time spent fishing should not be counted against one's time here on Earth. And it's with a rod and reel that I tend to count my blessings, especially if I'm out there with one of our grandkids or with Barbara, the only woman on Earth who can read and fish at the same time. I'll catch every word.
George Bush. He's here.
I want to commend every member of Bassmasters for your concern and conservation of the environment. We all know that the health of our sport lies in preserving clean rivers and streams. And thanks to your efforts, we will maintain this wonderful sport for future generations.
He loves Bassmasters. Hey, Robin, glad you could make it.
Arkansas. And I want to thank you for including me in this year's weigh-in.
How many more worms? We got 7.
Keep on looking after our precious environment. Thank you.
God damn.
Bless you all. And best of luck to all the contenders.
Oh, blue monkfish. 110 gold for this bad boy. Now that's what I like to see. The Bassmasters competition is nothing compared to this. BJ Thomas is here. Well, hot damn. Gray Scott's here? I don't know who this guy is. He looks like a weird motivational speaker, or like a pastor.
Don't go away, because this is where it's going to happen. We'll be right back with the exciting conclusion of Classic 19.
I'm catching so many fish right now. These Bassmaster guys better catch up.
All right. I would say it's going to push it. It's going to be probably 2.5, between 2.5 and 3 pounds, to say the least. 6 pounds and 9 ounces could take the lead. Paul Elias, you remember the governor? See you again.
What happened to Uncle Lizard Dad? He's just a blue skeleton right now.
14 ounces. 7, 14.
That's all that happened to him. He's right here before your very eyes. We're still pissing off the ex-wife to this
You
day.
didn't win. All right, our next friend. Defending champion
This looks
of
like the
Bassmasters
Puppy Bowl.
Classic, a nice standing ovation for Guido Hibdon.
I'd rather be watching the Puppy Bowl right now, but you can't. You have to pay for the Puppy Bowl.
Come on, Guido, do it for me.
And it's also not very fish related to watch the Puppy Bowl. Look at this youth pastor. That's a big fish. That's a keeper. I've only got 2 chub, and then I'm down to 100 basic bait for saltwater fishing. Rip.
You're kind of standing a little bit taller than you were yesterday, Guido.
My brain finally started working.
What in the Lord's name? You told me this morning, I knew you were going for the big bass, but tell me what you did to catch that big fish.
Well, I went into my little creek that I ended up on last year. First thing yesterday, and it was dirtied up. And I had another little creek where I ended up catching the big fish last year out of. And because this one was
This guy's
dirtied up,
sponsored by like
I didn't
everyone.
go to it. So this morning I made a decision. You know, it done me good last year, so I thought I'd go back.
Same area?
Same place.
Let's
Amazing.
look at the bass, then we'll do some
Amazing.
more. All right, here we go. The limit of bass for Guido Hibdon. 13 pounds, 14 ounces. Boom.
Hoo-wee. Alright, I'll see what I can catch with simple bait, but it usually doesn't have a very good, fish RNG.
It ain't over yet, but right now, Guido Hibdon, you are #1 in the hearts of many people here, and you're also #1 in our tournament with 27 pounds, 13 ounces. How about that, D-Team?
Wow.
How about that, A-Team?
37 pounds of fish. Hey, you know what? I caught some lake bait. So that's not so bad. Got lots of lake bait. So maybe I should head for a lake. Maybe it's time to head for a lake, you know? This might count. Yeah. Yeah, let's go over here. Toward the Isle of Contemplation.
He's got to have 9 pounds to take the lead.
You know what? We'll be Uncle Lizard Dad again. Why am I under attack? Who is attacking me?
Woo, woo, woo. He needs weight.
And then it would be an inventory, appearance, and then we take off. You cannot swap items during combat. How about fuck off?
Where are you, Woo? We need one more bass, Woo. About 3 pounds. Come on.
What possibly could be attacking me right now?
One more bass. You needed that limit.
Well, I had a couple bites, Dave.
You cannot mount in combat. What is attacking me? What combat?
Anything. I've had some exciting times in my life.
I don't think the Bassmasters guys have this problem.
My wife, kids.
I'm clearly at a disadvantage. Wait, there's a thing over here. There's a crystal. There's a JO crystal and I'm fucking grabbing it.
Most important thing is Jesus Christ.
Oh, I was wondering when Jesus was going to be brought up. Wow, this is truly a Bassmasters competition.
Next, most important thing is everybody sitting in this building. I'd like to shake every one of his hand if there's any way possible before you left here. I love you.
God bless you, Woo.
I was wondering when we'd hear about Jesus. I was so fucking ready to hear about Jesus.
The weight, 7 pounds and 12 ounces. Let's hear it one time for Woo Dave, folks.
Don't you dare. Okay, you're daring. You're daring.
Gave it his best. Gave it his best.
I'm summoning a skeleton. Fuck you.
Next time. place yesterday. Second place yesterday with 19 pounds, 15 ounces.
Yeah, this looks like a good place.
He has a chance.
Oh, we got a fishing spot already?
15 ounces to take the lead. All right, that's good. Now we're talking 3 bass. What you got? 7:15. You got to have 7:15 to take the lead.
It's a lake fishing hole.
Hey, this could be close. It could be. You need 7.
I got 1 minnow.
Pounds, 15 ounces.
See if I catch something good.
If he goes after another fish, he can make it.
Oh my God. Why is that lady gonna cry?
He's going after. If this fish goes 2 pounds or better, he's gonna take the lead. I got a feeler. All right. Is that 5? That's 5. He's got his limit, and this may be it. 7:15. He's got to have. He'll take the lead if he has it.
Oh man, I'm biting my fucking nails.
Rob, it's gonna be awful close.
It's gonna be awful close, guys.
You gotta have 7:15 to take the lead. Watch it carefully.
Why is that lady gonna cry?
10 pounds, 11 ounces, a new leader.
Oh my God. Somebody over there's just attacking a bear in the distance.
For the finale of Classic 19.
But this is a nice little fishing spot right here. It's pretty peaceful. There was a bear across the way that is now being obliterated by another player. But it's not close enough to be a threat.
From Denver, North Carolina, Hank Parker.
Oregon has a nice look to it. It's very naturey here.
Hank Parker, 8th place with 16 pounds and 14 ounces. He needs 13 pounds and 13 ounces.
Ooh, that's a nice fish.
Hank Parker is a type fisherman who can do it. He has proven himself over the years on the classic trail.
You better not come over here and fish my fishing hole, man. Yeah, get out of here.
6 years old. Tremendous sport. He's fishing in his 12th consecutive Bassmasters Classic. He won the 1989 Missouri Invitational Tournament.
Missouri.
The 1985 Super Bass Tournament. He was Angler of the Year in 1983. He has won 4 national titles. He is a come-from-behind fisherman, to say the least.
Oh my God.
He ranks 5th in all-time money winnings with more than $300,000 to his credit. Incredible fisherman. He's got to have big-time fish today to take the lead or to get up in the big money.
Big-time fish. Big money.
Now, hold him up nice and slow, Hank Parker.
That's a pretty big one. That's a pretty big one.
He's got to have a limited bass. He's got to have a limited bass.
Oh, another big one.
Look out now. 8th place yesterday. A long way to go.
Oh my goodness.
Superb bass. Close to 2 pounds. He needs 13 pounds, 13 ounces to take the lead. Otherwise, he's second.
Oh my goodness.
He can do it. Hank Parker can do it, can he? He's still digging, folks.
The crowd is going wild.
He may be your winner.
He had a couple really big ones in there.
I'm nervous. Don't do it slow. I know how a man feels on death row. I've been sitting out there for about 30 minutes. I'm about to have a heart attack. Put him on the scale, Dewey.
Hold on just a minute. We're not going to do it. Just a second.
Put him on the scale.
I just got to ask you one question. You realize that 13 pounds will put you in the lead.
Put him on the scale. Let's see what I got.
All right, put him on the scale.
Why is he, like, edging this guy? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of pounds of fish. Oh my God. Alright, how long is it going to be until we hear the word Jesus again? Because we already heard about Jesus once.
You've taken the lead. You can notice that you're 31 pounds and 6 ounces.
Oh, I fished it dry.
Moved ahead of Rob Kilby, who had 30 pounds and 10 ounces.
Oh, here's another spot, though.
I remember in many years anyone coming from as far down in the ranks, 8th place, to take the lead in the Bassmasters Classic. Never. I don't remember.
Oh, shit.
But we have another man, at least one man. Do we have one more to come in? One more man. I believe that's Jim Bitter, our leader. And Jim Bitter has got to have 6 pounds and 10 ounces to take the lead away from you, Hank Parker.
It's going to be close. I've talked to Jim. It's going to be within.
Jim's going to be able to get 6 pounds.
It's going to be close.
You've already talked with Jim Bitter?
It's going to be within an ounce.
Governor, getting too close for me. How about you come in, Governor Bales? Come on here. Come on in here now.
Is George Bush going to, like, walk out on stage like he's here tonight?
Bring both wives down here and keep them down here.
Is this the free version? I paid for it ages ago. I paid, like, I don't know. I paid, like, $20 or something, and I got it with the Morrowind expansion. So, technically, no, but I haven't. I don't have ESO Plus or anything. I'm not paying for the extra membership, so I still can't access, like, everywhere.
Bring them on. All right. Let's bring them on. Let's go. Jim Bitter, our former leader. You can stand right down here.
That bear is a little uncomfortably close.
This is going to be anybody's show. Let's have a nice hand for our leader, Jim Bitter.
Can Jim catch more than 6 pounds of fish? Can Jimmy boy do it?
Our leader for the first 2 days, Jim Bitter, with 24 pounds.
Yeah, we could still go to Morrowind.
Tremendous man, 46 years old. He's beautiful.
And I think we're probably going to head out there next because I don't have a lot of lake fishing bait left, but I have a lot of river bait, and we could fish the rivers of Morrowind pretty effectively.
$12,000 for second place. He's fishing his first Bassmasters Classic. Tremendous fisherman and a tremendous gentleman. He won $108,000 in our tournament, in the Megabucks tournament this year. What's he got?
Oh my God!
The lead away from Hank Parker. 6 pounds and 9 ounces. Now hold him up slow.
I do have bees all over me. Could I take this off yet? Yeah, I'm not in combat anymore. There we go. But hello, Shizap. Good to see you. Can he catch the floppiest fish?
Pound, 15 ounces.
Oh my God, will he do it?
That's going to go a pound and 14 ounces, maybe 15 ounces.
Oh my goodness.
He's got to have 6 pounds and 10 ounces, and that's it.
Oh, that's the guy where one of the fish got away from him. I remember that. I remember that from earlier.
Jim Bitter, I'd like you to meet the governor.
You can ocean fish, but it requires saltwater bait, which is one of the harder baits to come across. I don't have any more. I used all mine.
Jim, I don't ever remember in history.
I have a lot of river bait, so I'm thinking we'll go to Morrowind next and fish the rivers.
I've never seen a man come from so far, but you've had unfortunately, a poor day, and I will talk about it in a minute. But we must weigh these fish.
Yes, we must weigh these fish.
We're going to let the governor make the call. Now, let's remember, folks, he's got to have 6 pounds. What is it? 6'10" to win.
Oh, I caught more river bait.
6'10" to win.
Will he win?
All right. Watch it. For the Bassmasters Classic 1989. 6 pounds, 7 ounces.
Oh, he didn't win. The guy before him won. I forget his name. My God. Oh, the humanity. How do I get up to the... I'm gonna get the sky shark up here. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that JO crystal. I guess I could probably get up this way. Come on! Come on now! That's a good boy. Get up there. Damn it.
31 pounds, 6 ounces. 2 ounces. He won by 2 ounces.
Aw, fuck. I probably have to go around. It's probably way up there. Right? Right?
Highest honor in sport fishing today by Hank Parker.
Wow, look at that
The second time
trophy.
ever to win the Bassmasters Classic. A great sportsman and never quit man.
Well, I lost one fish this morning, but I got a couple of fish right off the bat, and I got that big fish. And I started thinking about all these people and how they screamed for Guido Hibden last year. At about 1:30 this afternoon, I caught another good fish, and I figured
Ooh, we got a river up here.
And then I thought, you know, I really got a shot at this thing if I get one more big fish. And I had
That's a river hole.
I lost him yesterday on the spinnerbait. He weighed about
That is fishing. You do just go around in circles a lot. Yep, a lot of going around in circles, a lot of just standing there. That's what it's all about.
So I figured I lost the Bassmaster Classic in that one fish, but I'm thankful to the Lord.
Ah, there's Jesus again. Yeah. Yep.
Stay tuned as the Bassmaster
That's Bassmaster.
out on the water with the new world champion. Hank Parker will show you where and how he caught his
Oh, we're gonna get like more info from him? Fishing tactics? Shit, man.
I had a couple of places that I felt like had the potential to produce a winning string, but I thought about it and I said, well, the thing that I need to do is go out and overtake second.
Oh, Hank.
I felt like if I could overtake second with a 13-pound plus stringer, which was a pretty good agenda.
Oh,
I
Hank.
had a shot, you know, and that was my strategy.
Hank, you know, we've been talking all
Yep.
week about how important these tides are, and I'm sure they are, but probably
Most important thing is to catch the
when you commit
fish.
yourself to an area like you have, but have you found that it still makes a difference in your approach?
The tide does play a very important part, and to me, maybe more.
Well, I threw some power bait on my Batman fishing pole.
Fish, but you know, it may be a mental thing. I don't know, but I'd make adaptations on a different tide, and it seemed to pay off. What would you do? Well, it seemed like the last 3 hours of outgoing, the fish were really tight up against the cypress knees and the little cypress roots in the bends of the creek, and I'd fish really, really tight. And then as the tide
A lot of foul fishing bait here.
on the outside of the lay-down logs that were out away from the bank. And then, ironically, usually when the tide rises, they go right back to where they were. They didn't. They stayed out there on the end, and that's where I was missing. Tommy Martin told me yesterday morning in the boatyard going out, he said, you may want to try fishing a little deeper on a rising tide, even though I know that doesn't make sense, but that seems to be what's happening. And Tommy's always been honest with me, and I tried it and it worked.
Well, there you go, man. You owes it all to Tommy.
Most of your fishing tournament on that spinnerbait.
Well, I changed it a little bit, Chuck. I'm using a 3/4 ounce bait, which I intended to do when I got here. But I used like a number 5 Indiana the first day, and this is
I don't know what any of this means. This is the stuff that's like beyond me.
I went to a bigger blade when I found that the fish.
I remember this guy said he was using smaller bait because the fish that are around here were used to eating small fish.
I'd use the big blade, and then when I would fish it slow, I'd use a
And that
smaller
makes
blade.
sense.
But I knew I needed those big bites, so I changed and put number 7 blades on all the baits. I felt like it was a better chance to catch a bigger fish on the bigger bait. Now that's a good little spot right there where you got that overhanging bush and those little cypress roots there. And the way you wanted to work that bait was just exactly like that. Keep that bait on the surface. And I would make one cast like that, and keeping the bait, waking the bait. And then I'd make the second cast, and I would slow roll it. I never did catch a fish at an intermediate speed. I'd either catch that fish slow rolling that bait down around the roots, or either waking it up on the surface.
Damn. This guy somehow knows what he's doing.
I fished it. It looked so good. It's got everything to offer that you would want in the creek, but I never caught a fish here on a spinnerbait, and this is the stretch, the next 200 or 300 yards here where I started flipping. Like right in here is where that shoreline, it just goes, you know, it's almost...
These were the days. You can almost smell the chewing tobacco from here.
For some reason, I mean, you know, it doesn't look that much different, but I guess a foot and a half of water depth made all the difference in the world. I never caught a fish on a spinnerbait, and I caught a fish exactly right there yesterday. I caught about a 2 3/4 pounder.
You might say it's the one that got to the World Championship.
It's all in the wrist, Chuck. It's all in the wrist. I'm not catching a lot of fish here, actually. I'm catching a lot of foul bait,
The 19th annual Bassmasters Classic has been
which is
brought to you
interesting.
by Chevy Trucks, the heartbeat of
Oh,
America.
yeah.
Today's Chevy Trucks.
Chevy Trucks.
Delco Voyager marine batteries, deep cycling, maintenance free. Sears, your money's worth in a whole
Sears.
lot more. Polaroid, new 35mm one film for beautiful pictures. The choice is easy.
Oh, Bassmaster 89.
Jeans known to man.
Alright, we'll do 1990 the next year. The very next year. It caused me to miss a fish. America. Nothing like a fishing trophy on one hand and the American flag on the other. I tell you what. Oh, it's out. This fishing spot's clean. I'm sure someone will get mad at me for having the entirety of the Bassmaster Classics 79, 89, and 90 in a video, but I don't care.
Super Bowl of professional bass angling, the 20th World Championship. And what a contrast today's classic is to classic number 1 20 years ago. 2 decades in which the pastime of bass angling...
The first one was
has
1970,
become
huh?
one of the nation's most popular recreational activities, with all the hoopla and glamour that's a part of professional...
Alright, I need to get to a way shrine so that we can travel somewhere a little bit better.
Superstars in bass angling and fishing fans.
How in God's name am I in combat? Are you for real?
Nor was classic number 1
Okay.
the spectacle it is now. And just as professional bass angling had its birth,
There's a way shrine right here.
so did classic 1.
I'm gonna head right for it.
Bass Angler Sportsman Society founder Ray Scott and Bob Cobb, now producer of the Bassmasters TV series, remember it as if it were yesterday.
Well, Mr. Bass, congratulations. Thank you, on your 20th anniversary of a dream that a lot of people called you Crazy Ray Scott.
That's right.
How does it feel to be here?
It feels good to know I'm not crazy.
Oh shit. Wait a minute, we got another lake fishing spot. Do we even have any lake bait left?
Building the image of bass fishing from really the bush.
I have 9. Yeah, I'll fish a little bit here before we go.
Really everything 20 years ago at Las Vegas.
I'm gonna fish in Morrowind after this. There's a lot of rivers there.
The Coliseum with 12 to 14, 15.
Good thing it's the old Bassmaster and not those new ones that are edited like Duck Dynasty. I really viscerally hate the new Bassmasters. I do. It's so commercialized and it's so like high tech and it's like barely about fishing anymore. It's all about like fucking weird drama shit. I just want to see who can catch the biggest fish the fastest.
Tournaments. I know that in the early days, people...
There's not enough cigars, there's not enough like guns being shot into the air in the new Bassmaster. It's just not the same. It used to be a real sport.
Fishing from us have been the catalyst for the growth of this industry. Not just fishing boats and rods and everything. I mean this enormous multi-billion-dollar industry. Because it's
Is this the one with Dick Boss? That looks like the board that Dick Boss's name got written on.
the names that you see right here in this
The
class,
famous
all
Dick
those
Boss.
popular names are here. The winner of the tournament. And it's brought a lot of enthusiasm into the sport. And it's really been the
Holy
catalyst,
shit.
as I
Could
said,
this be the one?
Really the fire, the fuel that's driven this industry forward. For the public's benefit as well as ours.
One last thought. Where are we going next? I mean, we're at the ultimate, we're at the peak. We've got a full house and people across the street watching it on closed circuit television.
Bob,
What can you do?
I'm not really worried about where we're going to go from here. We certainly only, if we don't move a step further along, we're doing a good job. But just like we were 20 years ago, when you and I were riding to Atlanta, Georgia, and we had this brainstorm of a Bassmaster Classic, we weren't really worried about year 2 or 3. We knew that it
Of course.
would happen. And year
Pier 21 will be here in just about 12 months, and I'm sure, like always, we will...
Is Bassmaster big enough on the screen, by the way? I feel like it's pretty big, but I can always enlarge it more if you want to see more of that crusty 90s detail.
It's been a pleasure to be on the ride, and let's have a great 20th anniversary.
Thank you, Bob.
Hello, I'm Bobby Murray.
Of course you are. Of course you're Bobby Murray. What else would you be? I'm still kind of like losing my shit mentally that George Bush just showed up in the last one and gave like a 5-minute speech to encourage the bass fishermen.
The money is much larger, the excitement, the charisma of being a world champion now.
Fishing. It ain't much, but it's honest work. So true, bestie. Sport fishing is very lucrative. You get sponsorships and stuff, and you're like set up for life. You can get millions of dollars apparently just by being sponsored and wearing like patches all over your fishing vest.
I'm just proud to say that one time I was the very best.
I just feel like it's less about the sport in the modern day and more about that monetary end of things. It doesn't seem like I don't know. I just I don't like the way modern Bassmasters is. It's very commercial. Everything's so high tech. The boats like do all the work for you. You've got like built-in like fucking fish X-ray vision, and it's like what is this sport anymore? But when you watch Bassmasters from like the 70s to the 90s, it's like actually fun. Yeah, it is a rich person sport. It feels very like I don't know.
At classic number 1, Bobby Murray.
It's not Bobby Murray anymore. It's not about Bobby Murray anymore.
This year's Classic champion will receive a $50,000 check. But that's just the first layer of
yeah, let's go to Sedyanin.
It's estimated the new world champion
try to fight some rivers.
$1 million over the next few years as a result of endorsements, gilt-edged contracts, and promotions.
Like competitive eating after Nathan's hot dog competition got too popular. You know, I haven't really looked into competitive eating too much, but that's a damn shame if the integrity of the sport gets compromised for the sake of commercialization.
9-ounce record catch on the Arkansas River in 1984.
Bassmaster in the 70s is really where it peaked, in my opinion, because it's just so 1970s, it's like kind of unbelievable. Watching them nowadays, it's like a time capsule, in a good way.
Will always stick out in my mind, mainly because without it, you really have to question whether I would be standing here.
You remember visiting Mexico with your family, and there were dozens of yachts docked, and apparently it was spectators for sport fishing. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's the vibe now. I don't like it as much. It used to be more wholesome. It used to be more genuine. I guess is really what it's all about for me.
At least maybe 4 or 5 more years that I can participate in this sport.
Many of these 41 Classic contenders have fished the James
I can
River
sense the fish. They're near.
The World Championship has been held here. While that may be an advantage,
oh, here we go.
Many feel it doesn't make much difference, as current weather, water conditions, tides, and fish movement.
Oh, this is a river. Now this is what I'm talking about right here.
2 Classics and countless hours of practice have made the James River.
Oh, look at this baby
their
netch.
home lake. What does the home lake advantage really mean?
Oh. I could take its guts for lake bait. That's good.
A lot of times a home lake advantage can be a plus for you.
Yeah, visually, I actually really like what ESO has done with these places. There's like, there's a Nick's Ox over here. I mean, if you come to this area, you'll see a lot of familiar creatures and stuff from like Morrowind. It's just really nice. I like this area. And this is a good spot. It's peaceful. We've got a mud crab over there just chilling out, and a dragonfly observing my bass mastery. There are silt striders, yeah. I could probably find one. They're usually in the cities because they're still used as transportation. That fishing hole literally had 1 fish in it. I'm taking this dragonfly.
In theory, the anglers check the areas they found earlier in the summer.
1 fish and you're done.
But the truth is, not many of them actually return in practice to the
more river bait if I catch bugs, you know.
And Rick Clunn explains why.
That's what I'm all about. There's one. There's a silt strider right now. Looking good too. I hear a Nern
fear
root.
starts to play a bigger role here than ever. At a certain amount of paranoia. You think you've got spectator boats out there following you, and you're afraid that they're going to see the area you're fishing and maybe fish it, which probably.
But I don't need plants. I'm all about catching them fish. We gotta find another spot though. I kind of wish you could just like fish anywhere there's water, but it doesn't work like that. You gotta find specific places where the fish are literally jumping out of the water.
Everybody else I know does. I'm not sure it's still the smartest way to approach this term. You know, even when I won the
We're in Balmora.
With 75 pounds of time left, I never checked those fish.
Can you fish the Balmora River?
Of course not. They were there, but they could just easily not. So it's a big gamble.
See any fishing
It's
spots
an
there?
interesting study of the mind again, how we approach this. Because
Yeah, it is pretty Bethesda. There's a river fishing hole right there. We got some competition. I see you, Yarlg.
I think the first day is really always the telling day.
What Yarlg right there doesn't know is that I'm dedicated to the bit. I'm committed to the bit and dedicated to the integrity of the sport. And he just doesn't have the dedication. I'm sorry.
And the defending champion, Hank Parker, has an automatic invitation. There's one contestant here who may not be able to finish, or for that matter, start the tournament. The reason is the Middle East situation. The angler is
The Middle East situation.
U.S. Army Sergeant Major
Oh my God.
stationed in Virginia.
Well, you know, there is no point in saying that it is not creating some impact, because it is.
Oh my God.
It's something that is on my mind. Is, you know, as much as I would like to just drive it away, it's there.
Oh my God.
So it's a reality. But my objective is going to be to try to keep it from.
This guy can't fish right because he's too busy thinking about the Middle East.
It's
wow, this is a 1990 video for sure.
I would say right now, after the news that I heard this morning, it's better than a 50-50 chance that I won't get to finish.
In conversations before this classic kickoff, many fishermen are confident they can catch bass in good numbers. Veterans like Missouri.
They're not going to catch bass like I can. Well, I'm actually catching salmon right now, but
who won this championship in
the point is I'm better than them, so.
Fourth last year.
I'll definitely fish. You know, I'll fish to win it this year. I will not be a fishing safe at all. You know, there's only one place in the tournament anyway. I mean, who remembers who finished second? You know.
Balmora looks pretty good.
I do. If I don't, I don't. I won't regret a thing after this tournament's over.
It's weird seeing locations that I've seen in other, like, single-player Bethesda games in this game, just because everything's so big. It's like you scaled everything up to huge proportions.
Hi, I'm Don Butler, the first member of Bass and the winner of the 1972 Bassmaster Classic at Percy Breeze Reservoir.
Don Butler.
Bass fishing's come a long way, and the Bass organization should be commended. I certainly am proud to be one of them, and all the people here.
All right, place your bets. How long until we hear about Jesus? How long till we hear about Jesus? How long until we see George Bush?
Line the banks of Osborne Landing in Henrico County, Virginia. The anglers are fishing for
Yeah, the character, it does feel like you're just a tiny little baby in this giant world. It's kind of weird. Ooh, look at that. Rare fish found only in the river waters of Vardenfell. Sell to a merchant for gold. That's nice. Caught an eel.
And Parker in 1989 with 31 pounds, 6 ounces. The veterans here think it will take more weight this time.
I don't mind it though. I mean, I've beaten the shit out of ESO, at least the base game. I haven't done a lot of the expansions, but from what I've played, it's actually a decent game.
Either 150 horsepower Johnson or Evinrude outboards. The Motor Guide Brute trolling
Give me this.
motors are powered by Delco Voyager batteries, and the electronics are Humminbird in-dash flashers and LCR depth finders.
What's my inventory space looking like? We're just over like half capacity. I can keep going.
And their press observers must wear their
Never played ESO, but you want to try it just for the sake of never really playing an MMO before?
gasoline engine is running.
Yeah, I agree. Single-player games are also more my speed. If you're gonna try one out, I would say ESO is very beginner-friendly, especially if you're already familiar with Elder Scrolls. It's pretty similar. I mean, you can see if I pull out my weapon and I start, like, using abilities, my ability bar will come up. Or maybe it won't.
And
Anyway, you have several buttons that you bind to certain abilities, and you just press them to use the abilities. So it is different. It doesn't control very much like an Elder Scrolls game, but it's similar enough, and you'll be seeing familiar locations and stuff that this is probably a pretty decent place to start. There's also a lot to this game. Like, there's a lot going on in it and a lot to do. And I can have a pot hat on my head. So that's always a bonus.
1987 classic champ George Cochran scores.
And another good thing about it, honestly, is how popular it is. Like, ESO is very much a popular MMO. It's like one of the biggest ones. So there's always, like, you know, players available to do, like, whatever. You don't have to worry about, like, it being a dead wasteland or anything, because there's always people playing this. Oh no, do I not have any more lake? No, but I have simple bait. It's just that you get trash drop rate from simple bait. That's fine. I found this lake fishing hole, I'll use it. Probably want to focus on the rivers though, just because I have so many insect parts.
And the number of local and regional fishing meets he wins back home borders on the phenomenal.
Oh my god, I thought that guy was like getting ready to bow fish. Like, I thought he was going to fire a bow and arrow. But he was just stringing up a line. Stringing up a line.
Not worry about the tide.
Tommy Biffle?
I think I can go in about any area and get
Tommy
5 or 6
Biffle.
bites or more. That's what my game plan is. Just get in a good key area and stay there.
And it seems to be working.
Holy cannoli. You're getting more river bait, that's fine.
Now it's way in time.
Mr. Biffle is here to win.
And Tommy Biffle goes to the live well.
Tommy Biffle, up first. Let's fucking go. That's a big one. Damn, look how big and nasty and floppy that fish is. That's pretty fucking good. Right off the bat. This guy isn't fucking around. That's a pretty big fish. It's like a 5-pound fish right there. Oh my god! He's killing it. He's not fucking around at all. I think you're right, Vomit. I think it's all in on Mr. Biffle. Tommy Biffle. He's got this in the bag.
James River, you've been good to this man.
He did come out swinging. This is just day 1. And there's still 2 more days.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Hey,
How
you know.
doing?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. I'll say you are. You realize that 11 pounds and 9 ounces to lead this thing. Roger Farmer's had the lead for some time.
I think used bait is just garbage.
They're all alive.
Like, you can't even use it.
Before you lose a drop of water.
Okay.
Like the scale, folks. 15
Oh my god! 15 pounds on day 1. That's wild, Tommy. You're out of control, dude. You're an animal.
Seller's start is disappointing, but his comments bring cheer.
I gotta ask one question. I know you're on alert, and you can be called any time to go over in the Middle East. You heard have any idea what the word is?
Haven't heard. Haven't watched anything.
What would happen if you were leaving this tournament today, and tonight at midnight they called and said be there at Fort Belvoir at 6 tomorrow morning? What would you do?
I'd be there at 5:30.
Huh?
I'd be there at 5:30.
All right, that's what I like. Give him a nice hand, folks. We're proud of the job he does.
I'm sure this guy got the finish.
But don't count veteran Guido Hibden out.
Boy, look at that.
That's a decent one.
How many is that? How many is that, gang? Is that 3? That's 4? All right. Come on, Guido. Guido been running.
Now that's a big fish. Holy shit. That might be the biggest one we've seen yet.
Guido's been sitting and running fever for 3 days. Here he is. this year, top performing pro. Had
Good
trouble with his
Lord.
back. He's just not doing good, but here he is.
He didn't have very many, but he got a big ass fish.
Put him right in contention.
Is that another player? Yeah.
Guido, you ought to be proud.
Oh, I am. I'm tickled to death to be here, that's for sure.
God damn it, I'm catching a bunch of bullshit.
Well, I caught the best fish, and I had a cough and fit. I thought I was going to die, but then I turned around and got another bite, and boy, I come right out of it.
All right, here we go.
Damn, that's gonna be another lake.
Watch the scale, folks. It'll move him up.
Need to look for a river. Seems to be one. This is probably a good area to go.
The Bassmasters will be right back with day 2 of the World Championship of Bass Fishing from Richmond.
We gotta relocate.
Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Bo Dowden. I won Classic 10.
Bo Dowden.
I'm gonna tell you, when I
Guido Hibden.
out in Lake of the Isles,
That's right.
Thousand Island area, it was,
He's so concerned about the Middle East.
I can tell you right now, there's nothing like knowing that you're going to win a bass
But he's
tournament
bass mastering it up
and be
anyway.
remembered in the annals of bass fishing, no matter what you do thereafter. There's nothing like it.
Day 2 of Classic 90. Overcast with a forecast of rain. Both the tournament leader Tommy Biffle and challenger Guido Hibden are fishing in the
I'm all in on Tommy Biffle.
an area
Tommy
known
Biffle's
as
got the
muddy
spirit.
when rains come. And if that should happen, the complexion of this classic will change quickly. One Bassmaster here that no one ever counts out is 3-time Classic champ Rick Clunn. Although back in 14th place with only 6 pounds 14
You can do it, Tommy.
This veteran angler has put together a crankbait pattern around cypress trees at the mouth of creeks along the James River. He's catching bass, has the area to himself. David Wharton in 8th has hit on a similar pattern in the Chickahominy River area, and he's a threat to move up. As predicted,
I think that's a level up, gang.
Tim Cook in 4th doesn't care. The bass are fighting for him.
It's a skill point.
The proof will be at the weigh-in this afternoon. As
I have
defending
5.
champion Hank Parker comes to the scales.
All right, here we go, Hank. 5 bass, all alive in the weight. 11 pounds, 10 ounces. Bingo!
Did the weather hamper Guido Hibden? Apparently not.
The weight, 7 pounds and 2 ounces. All right, 7-2. That's still going to keep you right up there.
I don't know what I want to do.
Guido Hibden has taken the lead with 18 pounds and 14 ounces for the first 2 days.
And now the leader, Oklahoma's Tommy Biffle.
Pull him up high.
Damn. There's like no bonus. There's no reason to use skills just for fishing. There's no like fishing related skill tree or anything, which sucks. I think they should really include something like that. But I don't think I'm gonna be lucky enough for that. I don't think they're ever going to, so I'm just gonna leave that skill point to fester with the rest of them because there's nothing I need. This better be a river spot. That's a lake spot? Why? This isn't a lake, this is a river.
Sure as the world. Just as sure as the world.
What is a river if not just a really long lake?
When did you get your 5th bass today? What time of the day did you get your 5th bass?
Probably 11 o'clock.
And then what'd you do?
This is a river fishing
just
hole.
kept looking for new places.
We can go here.
Bigger fish.
All right. You've got your limit. They're all alive. They're all well. And we're going to weigh them right quick. This is going to put you back in the lead. And you wait today for a limited bass.
How many pounds of fish did this fucking guy get? I'm gonna mute my mic for a second, be right back.
They get 9 pounds, 15 ounces. Mark it. Let's give a nice hand, folks. That puts him in the lead.
And what about Rick Clunn? Can he mount another classic charge?
Rick Clunn, you have blown him away again. You had 6 pounds and 14 ounces yesterday. Had you, Rick, in 14th place. This is going to move you up. You got the quality of fish you wanted, did you not?
Yeah, that's all I've been fishing for. It's very difficult to come here and
the pressure of this crowd that will be here, you know, sometimes makes you fish for little fish, so you'll just have something to come in and have something away in front of them. And I made my mind up in this tournament. I was just going to fish for big fish, not get a lot of strikes. And that's what I've done the first 2 days, and I'll try again to do the same thing tomorrow. You know, I'm only getting about 6 to 8 strikes a day, and that's about it.
All right, your weight today, 9 pounds even. Folks, let's give him a nice hand. That's going to move him way up in standing.
And how's the hometown favorite, Woo Dave's, handling the pressure?
Weight, 9 pounds, 1 ounce, Woo Daves. All right, folks, that puts him in striking distance. Woo, you got a chance.
Well, I fished 2 days up here and haven't had a big bite yet, and now I believe we'll have to get about 3 big bites to have an outside shot. It's going to be hard to catch Tommy, I think. But I'm not going to give up because this 18-pound stringer is pretty possible out here.
All right, it is. We wish you well. One more day, Woo. Hang in there now. Don't quit on it.
The Bassmasters will be right back from Richmond, Virginia, with the exciting last day action of Classic 90. Stay tuned.
I'm Stanley Mitchell. I won the 1981 Bassmasters Classic when I was 21 years of age. I always dreamed of maybe just winning a tournament, and it's hard to stand here and tell you how wonderful it was to win that tournament, but it's been the best. It was the best thrill of my life, and I hope I get to do it again next year.
The final chapter of Classic 90, and over 2,000 fishing fans jam the shores and docks at Osborne Landing. Regardless of the standings, it's never over till the last bass is weighed. Last year, Hank Parker charged from 8th place.
All right, final day.
But with a 6-pound, 10-ounce lead,
Final
many
fucking
Tommy
day.
Pickle has enough bass in the bag to win this championship, despite the muddy water conditions.
Can Matt Booty do it?
Today's clear, sunny skies may change things. What this will do
Can
to the
Dick
fish
Boss
is a big
pull
question.
through?
But this bass strikes for Hank Parker, and the defending champ hasn't struck out yet.
Waterfalls are just vertical rivers. You're right.
Retirement from professional tournament action.
You're right.
Today's his last day of competition. The leader, Tommy Biffle, is having his problems. His
Nightbot
bass
is
aren't
losing
biting.
its mind
But
for
yesterday,
Bassmasters,
he
by the
didn't
way.
get a strike till the tide turned, and that hasn't happened. So he's optimistic. He's also adapting to the muddy water conditions with a different lure.
Yeah, I was fishing with a worm a lot.
Matt Booty, like Matt
Jig
Paint.
Yesterday. I was fishing with a rattling jig.
Matt Booty.
I was getting a lot of bites on worms.
I'm getting a lot of bites on
I
worms.
think maybe in this muddy water that rattling jig might be a little bit better.
Getting a lot of bites on
Either the
worms.
sweet spot that produced his quick limit the first day has turned bittersweet. But there's still time and bass.
Can't believe you waited this long to show up.
Even though the bass aren't turned on for Guido, he knows this spot is a good hole.
It's just one big tree that lays out in there. This little old hole is full
Guido
of
Hibden, you know, he knows a good hole when he sees one. Alright?
the silly thing, the tide, when it's the very
Worms.
best is when the tide is all the way out and it congregates.
Getting a
all
lot of
together.
good bites on my
The
worms.
thing is, you don't have time to sit and wait on it to go all the way out. I might go away and leave it alone and then come back after that. Try it again, but that's when it's the very best, is when the tide is all the way down and they'll pull out here. There's a 9-foot hole right in there and they'll get right in it on low tide.
It's near noon. Check-in is 2.5 hours away.
Only 2.5 hours?
Like another bass for John Hale, who's in 8th place.
Whoa, look at that fish flop around. Look at him go.
In 5th place, Larry Lazone, who's taken his limit every day.
That's a
As the
tiny
classic
ass fish,
anglers
dude.
spend their final minutes on the
Embarrassing.
River, the crowds downtown jam the Richmond Center for the classic.
How
Anglers Show.
embarrassing
This year,
for
bass anglers
you.
can see for the first time the new boats, motors, tackle, and accessories just introduced at trade shows throughout the country. So new, in fact, that many of these products won't even be on the market till spring.
You can see the death of the sport incoming with all the technological innovation. Once they get those sweaters on, it's over.
The Bassmasters will be right back with the exciting final weigh-in of Classic Night.
Oh shit.
Stay tuned.
Final weigh-in incoming.
I won the 1982
Paul Elias. Oh
Classic
shit.
on Alabama
I reeled
River
in too soon.
and it was definitely
Rookie
the
mistake.
highlight of my
Rookie
career.
mistake. What can I say, you know?
Make a living in the
Sometimes
sport I
even a
love so
master of the craft fucks up.
Bass fishing, a spectator sport? You better
When the meta isn't bait, it's sonar and dynamite. Yeah, pretty much. Sonar does like all the work for you. You don't need to know about the 9-foot hole that the fish hang out in, because the radar, the sonar just tells you. It's fucked up.
And it's showtime. Classic 20 style.
Oh man, there's so many river fishing holes right here, dude. We're gonna get rich. There's a Nix ox across the river there. Hopefully I'm able to stay out of his meaty claws.
Now it's weigh-in time, and George Cochran takes the early lead.
Weight today, 4 bass, good weight, total 10.5.
All right.
5 pounds and 5 ounces. Have a nice hand.
All right, all right.
This is going to move you up. As a matter of fact,
Deb does not look impressed with that 10 pounds.
with 26 pounds and 8 ounces.
Deb is unimpressed,
Excitement builds as the fans' favorites come to the stage.
and so am I.
It's Hank Pucker's final ride around the arena. His last BASS weigh-in. His final Bassmasters.
Oh shit, they're gonna do the final weigh-in.
Won't be enough.
Oh, that's not enough, man.
How can we say congratulations for a long career and to see you retire?
Ooh, we got another eel.
Pal, but
It's worth a lot of money.
You made quite a mark on bass fishing and been a credit to this sport and all that know you.
Well, probably the most humbling experience I've ever experienced, Ray, standing here today. I've really got mixed emotions, you know. It's hard. This is definitely not a downturn in my career, not a sad moment, but it's awful humbling coming here with this kind of a crowd. I'd like to say all the people
Crowd.
this week have been fantastic.
I love all the accents in the Bassmasters.
Waving a phone in the mornings, people by the highways, and this whole river's been good to me. I've won 2 tournaments here.
All right, a countdown to Jesus. We're getting dangerously close to the Jesus moment. That happens in every Bassmasters competition.
These people sitting in this building made it happen. And I love all of them. That's all I say. There's no way I can put into words what y'all support has meant to me. If we ever come back, we're going to try again.
Ooh. He's disappointed, but he's happy to have been here.
8 pounds, 4 ounces for Woo Dave. Let's give a good send-off. Thank you, Woo. All the best.
Woo did not win.
And now this morning's leader, Tommy Biffle.
Oh boy.
In the bag.
Oh, Tommy's back.
Insurance. He knows you got to have it. You can't do it with 1 or 2 fish. You've got to have more than that.
Come on, Tommy. Tommy fucking Biffle.
Fishing his second Bassmasters Classic. He was 3rd in the Maryland program, and there we go. That night there, that put him right back in the lead.
That's
right
a
there.
decent
That
fish.
2 pounds and 2 ounces. He was 3rd in the Maryland tournament, 5th in the Virginia Pro-Am, 5th in the Tennessee Pro-Am this year, and 40th in all-time winnings. Got to have help.
Damn.
He's got the lead, but only by ounces.
Is that a 1 fish day? Did he just put 1 fish in the bag? Oh no, Tommy. He had a bad day.
You've got the lead back with this bass, but you're not going to have any insurance at all. All right, let's weigh the fish before he drives.
God damn.
Total weight, 1 pound.
Ooh, that is not a lot of pounds.
Back in the lead. Tommy Biffle. Let's give him a good
God
hand.
damn, Tommy. Fucked up on the last day, man.
Tommy Biffle, our leader with 27 pounds and 6 ounces. How many more do we have?
Yeah, that hurts.
It's not over yet. Stay tuned for an unprecedented classic finish.
George Cochran
The Bassmasters will be right back.
is in 2nd place.
All right, this is last man, the only man that's got a chance, of course, he was in about 8th place yesterday. No, he's in 10th place. By the way, this man coming through the chute right now, folks, is 3 times, and the only man ever to win the Bassmaster Classic 3 times. 10th place, Rick Klein of Montgomery, Texas.
Oh my God. 3-time champ is here?
He's got to have a lot of weight. It's going to be very difficult. He's got to have 11 pounds and 9 ounces, but he's quite a fisherman.
11 pounds in one day?
Chances are slim, of course, but nevertheless, at the moment, Tommy Biffle is our leader.
Can he beat Tommy?
Won 3 Bassmasters Classics.
Is this guy going to come through with like 18 pounds?
Bassmasters Classics. The most consecutive classics ever fished by a single man.
Oh my God.
Classics he won were 1976, 1977, and 1984. He has won 8 of our national tournaments, and in 1988 was Angler of the Year. His winning
Oh my God.
$502,000.
Wow, that is a lot of money.
Remember, he's got to have 11 pounds and 9 ounces, and if he does that, he can take the lead. Rick Klein. Rick, you got to hold him up high now where everybody on the B team can see. I want you to help me count them, folks.
That's a big fish.
All right. Rick Klein.
Holy shit. Starting off strong. That's another big one. Oh my God. He might just take this from Tommy Biffle. Oh my God. He's still not done. Look at that one. What an upset. Oh my God, another one. It's kind of small, but kind of big. Kind of small, but kind of big. Oh my God! Oh my God. That's a heavy bag. He might have won this. He might just go from 10th place to 1st in one day. The dude clutched hard. I've never seen anything like this in all my years of Bassmaster re-watching. He looks like he's gonna cry. And folks, I would too. Oh my God, he decimated it. Incredible. He went from 10 pounds behind to like 8 pounds ahead. Jesus.
Jerry, his wife, beautiful daughters.
Yeah, that's got to feel amazing.
Folks, this is the most incredible 5-bass limit I've seen in certainly any time since we've been coming up here.
Holy shit. He really did it. Look at those. Look at those fish. Incredible. That's a lot of fish for one day. That's like bigger than his child.
We have not lost a single bass in this entire tournament.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm not going to say a lot. I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of what I did.
Rick Clunn.
Basically, got on this pattern 3
years ago, and it's taken me this long to execute. So the second day of the first classic we had here, I had this same kind of string on, and I didn't execute very well. Back then I was throwing an RC3 pole plug, and I lost 3 fish in a row, which I never have done in my whole career. And it took me a while to figure it out, but at the shallow water I was fishing, the RC3, it dives about 8-10 foot deep, and it was running down in the mud, and the fish were coming down on top of it and hitting it from the top. I just wasn't getting a good hook in them. And that inspired me to build a smaller version that day.
I have no idea what he's talking about, but he caught a lot of fucking fish.
Last year I had a prototype. For some unknown reason, I didn't go down to this water until the last day of the tournament, and I had a limit in about 2.5 hours down there on the RC1. So when I came back this year, I just told myself...
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I knew I wouldn't get a lot of bites, but I didn't come here to get a lot of bites. I came here to win it. And I was going to commit to staying with that pattern, and I basically caught 80% of my fish on the RC1. And
that was amazing.
The rest of them on the RC3.
What an amazing final day.
I was fishing the deep runner, and on the low, when the tide was low, I was fishing the shallow runner. And I was basically fishing the mouth of 4 creeks in the James River. Just working the cover, the cypress trees, and the logs right in the mouth. I wouldn't even go back in the creeks at all. I just stay around the mouth of those 4 creeks and work.
I can't help but notice nobody in this tournament caught a bunch of trash. Weird how I keep catching a bunch of trash.
Ended up getting a remarkable amount of bites today. Ended up catching 15 keepers in there, and that allowed me to go ahead and get the string I had today. Ray, you've been having me shoot pictures all week. Could I get you to do a favor?
Rick Clun.
The top part. Turn around and I'll read it. Our world does have limits. Please recycle. And that's his theme and credo. I believe that.
They're talking about recycling. That's a good message.
I always try to give a little extra message because I don't really think we could do any of this without this earth that we live on. And I think for us to continue to live on it, we just have to change some of our ways. And I always try to give a little message, and Jerry and my wife came up with this idea.
God damn it!
My saying is always again, thank y'all. This has been an incredible 3 years. It's taken me 3 years to figure it out. I was probably like a lot of people. I like original thought. And coming back to the same place 3 years in a row kind of does away with original thought because everybody tends to read what the guy last year did and everybody tends to end up in the same areas. But I guess I better kind of be glad that I came back a 3rd year.
Well, there you go. He fucking did it. Destroyed everybody on the last day with an unprecedented amount of fish. I can't believe it. What an upset. We could do the next year.
The State Fisheries Department started a bass stocking program in the 70s.
This is 91.
Through 1989. Those stocking programs, along with the recent return of grass, have helped the bass fishery tremendously. Day 1 of the 1991 Bassmasters Classic.
Oh man.
Anglers launch at Dundee Creek. It's clear.
Dundee Creek.
For calm winds, a blessing for those contestants who will travel 20 to 40 miles across the bay to their fishing areas. The 40 classic anglers fish from identical Ranger bass boats, powered by either 150 horsepower Evinrude or Johnson outboards. Motor Guide trolling motors hooked to Delco Voyager batteries provide the electric fishing power. The contestants
Incredible.
are allowed to carry 7 reels and rods. Their lures and other fishing equipment must fit into their Flambeau Classic tackle box. The fishermen rely on Lowrance locators to navigate the tricky Chesapeake Bay waters. Some pros elect to start nearby.
I'm telling you, man, power bait and a Batman fishing pole, that's all you need. You don't need all this, newfangled gadgetry.
All right, it's definitely a keeper. Spinnerbait did it for him. Rick's just boated his 5th fish. He's got a 5-fish limit. He's worked this one rock jetty and more or less a little boat basin here. Either side of the boat basin on the jetties and the pilings coming out. He's used a spinnerbait for most of his fish. Caught one fish.
Is this guy just spying on him?
One fish on a plastic worm.
Is this a competitor?
Took him 1 hour, but for a 5-fish limit, the first hour of competition.
Oh shit.
Day,
I reeled in too quick.
the defending champ is off to excellent.
Rookie mistake.
Texas angler Zell Rowland also starts this first day with a good catch.
Zell Rowland.
Touring pro fished his first BASS tournament at
All these people have such weird names.
He's fishing an area near the mouth of the Susquehanna River.
Oh, what's he gonna catch? Is he gonna get anything? Oh my god! He's got one on the line. Can't believe it. It's a pretty big one too.
Home angler Ken Cook, competing in his 10th classic, is also on the fish. The area he
Ken Cook is here.
River, some 20 miles from Zell Rowland.
Oh my goodness.
Big Mark Davis from Arkansas, who's made the long run south to the Chester River, is having a good morning.
Mark's having a good morning.
Bo Dowden, 1980 Bassmasters Classic champion, has his
Bo Dowden.
working, and it's catching better than average.
Watch out for Bo. Oh my god. That's a keeper.
We're about an hour and a half into the first day of competition for the 91 Classic. Kevin Van Dam, who had one heck of a rookie year this year, finished in the money in every tournament he fished, beat everybody on the Invitational Trail to all 6 tournaments.
He's talking real soft. He doesn't want to scare the fish.
He just boated his first fish of the day.
Kevin Van Dam?
Very good start.
No relation to Jean-Claude.
Fish a limit out with a couple fish that size, he'll definitely be in the hunt.
Back to veteran Bo Dowden. He's in the Sassafras River area and in the fish this first morning. Bo's fishing his 10th classic and has been competing on the BASS Tour since 1974.
This guy knows what he's doing. You can tell he's really one with the fish. I think my money's on Bo Dowden. Look at this. Look at this. The way the fish just obeys him. This guy's a master. A true bass master. In the flesh.
Now let's check on Zell Rowland. His topwater pattern is...
Let's check on Zell. What's he gonna get? What's he gonna get? Is it a good one? I can tell he's got something. It's a decent one.
Ken Cook seems to be on a strong...
Dane Cook?
Rocks.
Oh, Ken Cook.
Fish is better than average. He's
That's Dane
fishing a
Cook's dad.
spinnerbait on the same type cover as Zell and Rick Clunn. Rocks may be the key today.
Holy shit. Morrowind is not going to have a single fish left in its environment when I'm done. Not a single fish will remain.
Guido Hibden is having a rough start.
Guido Hibden's here again?
The Bassmasters will be right back from the Chesapeake Bay by Baltimore, Maryland.
I guess he never got deployed.
Ken Cook continues to catch bass this first morning of the 1991 Bassmasters Classic. At this point, it looks as though he's found the right pattern.
All they eat is eggs from the eggs mines anyway, yeah. Yeah, they gotta get their eggs. What can I say? Those Kwama having a bunch of eggs.
Bo Dowden is also working on a 5 bass limit.
Tasty shit. Tasty shit. Kwama omelet. Yeah, my money's on this old guy.
With hazy conditions,
Bo Dowden or whatever his name is.
Also fishing topwaters, and it's paying off with strikes. Guy is fishing
Guy
his ninth
Eaker.
World Championship. Back to the rookie.
He just pitched his jig up near the front of this dock. It's a real good spot to catch one. And hey, he's got one.
Hey, he's got one.
All right, good fish. Good fish.
That's a pretty good fish. I've seen better.
Got two real nice fish, two of the nicest fish.
I've seen better. Come on.
So he's going to turn this day around, it looks like, and he could finish up with a very good limit.
Come on, man.
He'd just gotten it out of, we were conversing with Kevin, he'd just gotten it out of his mouth, and he'd already fished this dock once this morning without a bite. So maybe this fish with the tide going out, getting a little lower, maybe these fish are going to pull in on these docks and become aggressive.
Weigh-in time at the Baltimore.
There we go. It's time for weigh-in finally.
We'll set the strategy for the final 2 days of competition. If an angler pulls far enough ahead today, he might be hard to beat, like Zell Roller.
Ooh, that's a decent one, Zell. That's a decent one you got there, Zell.
He's going back for number 5. We got our first limit.
Oh my goodness. Couple of very decent fish for day one.
Well, I had a pretty good day and caught a lot of fish, and the wind never really blew that hard, so we were able to move around a lot today, and we probably caught about 15, 16 keepers all day.
All right.
Damn.
Go. And hit the scale for Zell Rowland. And the weight, what a catch. 14 pounds, 15
Jesus Christ.
Boom.
14 pounds on day one.
And here's how it stacks up after the first.
Bo Dowden's in a hot second place,
Zell
though.
Rowland leads, but is followed closely by Bo Dowden.
Bo's not that far behind.
Champion Rick Plunn is 2 pounds 4 ounces out of first. Only 5 pounds separate the top 10. It's going to depend on who gets the big bites.
Doesn't it always depend on who gets the big bites? Isn't that the point?
Classic. The weather holds, and calm to light winds make for easier boat running over the distances some of these Bassmasters must cover, like the leader, Zell Rowland.
Zell's just now pulling in, starting his second morning of competition. And probably these first 30 minutes are very crucial to him because it was real quick yesterday when he caught most of his good fish. So I know he's got it on his mind.
Oh, Zell.
Boy, I hope they're here. I hope they bite. Let me start a good limit off. Things go well all day long. Zell's working a top water bait pretty quickly right along the edge of these rocks. He's working it in very shallow water, but the water drops off very quickly on the outside, so the fish move up here and feed and move right back into the deep.
My money's on Bo. Bo Diddley.
Like it is right now before the sun gets up real high, that he's going to get those better fish.
No diggity.
Stay with him. Stay with him. That's a good fish.
Come on, Bass. Don't come off on me, baby. He's barely hooked. He is barely hooked.
Stay with him.
Can he do it?
Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump.
I'm catching another sack, man. I don't want that. Come on.
You can see the action of his rod there. It's absorbing a lot of the fight of the fish, which is excellent. Get him in, Zell. Get him in. Grab him.
Get him, Zell.
Get him, Zell.
Get him, Zell.
All right.
Oh, that's a big
First
fish.
Nice 2-pounder.
Yeah. Big old nasty fish.
Well,
but I'll take it.
They'll complain a little bit about the size of that fish, but I guarantee you the other 39 competitors in this tournament would love to have him in the live well right now. And I'm sure Zell does too, but he's so pumped up, he wants a good one, that he's probably going to get him.
If you'll notice the rhythm that Zell works
You
with,
can do it, Zell.
He hardly ever breaks his rhythm. He keeps the same constant tight twitches all the way back to the boat.
Yeah, I got another eel. Those are worth so much money. I'm gonna have so much money. My ex-wife is gonna hate me.
Type pattern starting off in the mornings. They're both fishing these rock riprap walls. What's interesting about it is that they chose to fish them in different methods.
Mm-hmm.
Rick chose the shallow running crankbait and spinnerbait, which he's noted for, and Zell has opted to fish them with a top water bait, and that's what he's noted for.
Damn, he's
going to kind of be
really
the battle
tricking those fish into biting.
Comes up with the most weight in this
Look at him go. Look at him wiggle that
Bassmasters
fishing
Classic
pole
will be
around.
Right back from Baltimore, Maryland, and the Chesapeake Bay following these messages. Don't go away.
I want one of these to leave the commercials in, so we can see like 90s commercials.
Kevin Van Dam is catching bass this second morning, fishing in the Middle River. This rookie pro is considered by old-timers to be an up-and-coming star on the Bassmaster Tournament Trail. Well, how's the pre-tournament favorite doing? You can bet Randy Romig is catching bass. He's made the long run to the Chester River again.
Oh damn, he's fishing the same spot that did him dirty yesterday? He had such a bad day yesterday.
Tide plays an important role in angling anywhere it's prevalent. But here on Chesapeake Bay, it's super important.
He's catching a bunch of tiny ass bass though.
These fish in the Chesapeake Bay area are very tide oriented. They live by the tide. They feed by the tide.
Live by the tide, die by the tide?
Especially on the outgoing tide really triggers the feed. The reason that the outgoing tide seems to be better is that right now you have a lot more water. You got a lot more area for fish to move out of and get.
I think that way is going to be the ocean. I can't really fish out there. I mean, I could, but I don't have ocean bait, so I'm just going to be using shitty, simple bait that sucks. Oh, hold the phone though. There's a fishing spot right here off the edge of the dock. I tell you what.
Was just a little more than 3 pounds out of first place this morning. He's boating bass this second.
Oh, we're in Saran.
Heavyweights if he's to pull ahead.
This is where the strip club is. Shroom Beetle. This is where the Morrowind strip club is.
Back to the leader, Zell Rowland.
Let's check in with Zell and see how he's doing.
How is Zell doing?
Zell, tell us what you're thinking right now. Where's your confidence level?
I'm just still trying to hit a big fish. I'm not worried about catching a limit because I know probably around noon.
I should get rid of some of these sacks.
Start dropping quite a bit. And I got an area back here in the back that.
Ooh, we got a lot of we got a lot of these.
Caught three 2-pounders, and I know I caught one more fish out there where I caught my first one this morning. Some of this stuff is just about every stretch I've hit.
A bunch of fucking garbage.
But one bite if I get a bite.
Mark Davis had 4 pounds to make up today, and his fishing persistence on the Chester River wood cover is paying off.
Bunch of garbage and nonsense in there. Ugh.
Let's catch up with
Get rid of that.
Zell Rowland.
Come on. I know he didn't hit good.
I'll destroy 2 lockpicks that are stolen. I don't care. Oh boy, I got 59 spade tails, 56 silverside perches. Yeah, we're looking pretty good right now.
Van Dam seems to be doing well.
How am I on bait though? I see another fishing spot. I'm gonna check this one out.
Oh, he's right under my bait.
Another silk strider.
He didn't get it good either.
Stay with him, Zell.
It's a good fish. He don't pull off.
Stay with him, buddy.
Oh yeah, we're still real good on fishing supplies.
Barely got that bait.
Now I can contemplate the silk strider while I fish.
Please don't come on.
What are they? What do you think they're thinking about?
Come on,
Probably bug stuff.
Stay on. He's buried up in the grass. Hopefully he's still on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's so mad. He lost one.
You know, it's got to be heartbreaking to lose that fish, but on the positive side of that is still he's had 3 strikes in the last hour of fishing.
Oh, so this is Zell's hype man. That's why he's like sucking off Zell so much. I see. He's got like a hype man with him.
By the grass, big boy.
A hype beast.
All right, Zell, stay there. You go. See the action of this rod. Bud. And he fights his fish. Oh, God. Come on, Zell.
These guys wish they could catch fish like Uncle Lizard Dad here.
Here's an angler who's hanging on to his bass. Woo Daves from Virginia.
Woo Daves!
Zell Rowland, our first day's leader, is headed back to the launch area 1 hour early, hopefully to fulfill his limit. I guess the story of the day is Zell just lost. Bassmasters will be back with day 2's weigh-in from Baltimore Arena right after the...
Damn.
Day 2 weigh-in at the Baltimore Arena. Woo Daves in 13th place starting this morning has bass.
It's a pretty nice bass. It's a quality bass right there. Oh shit, I didn't reel in time because I was looking at that bass. The weigh-in part is the most important part.
9 pounds and 2 ounces through yesterday. 13th place. All right, Woo. Away we go.
Things went a little better today.
I guarantee you had a better day. You had 9.2. What do you think those will weigh if you had to make a wild guess?
Well, maybe 10, 11 pounds.
Here we go. And the weight for Woo Daves.
This guy always wears the same suit.
8 ounces. All right, Woo. Bingo.
Now Randy Roman, the 1991 Bassmasters Classic favorite.
Randy Roman's got to have, if he stays in this race,
Come on,
he's
Randy.
gotta have 2 pretty good fish.
That's a pretty sad fish.
That's not a real good fish.
It's a sad fish.
He needs a good kicker. He needs a kicker real bad. He needs about a 3-pound bass. Needs it bad. Come on, B-team.
Oh, that's a big bass. That's a big old bass.
He's still in the race. He's still in the race.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, that's what it's all about.
So they have a 2 fish limit? Has that always been the case?
Randy, that came close, my friend. You brought that pound, 1 pound. I don't believe that one bass even weighed a pound.
No, probably not. I had 5 like that only weigh about a pound up until about 11 o'clock, I guess. And
you need 8 pounds and 3 ounces to take the lead at the moment. Now, we have a host of other fishermen who have not come in, but you need 8.3 to take the lead at the moment. All right, here we go. And you got it. 8 pounds, 13 ounces, the new leader.
Been about 5 minutes before I had leave to come back. That good fish bit, and just as I swung it over the side, it fell off and dropped in the bottom. I guess I was meant to have that one.
And this
Damn.
leader, Zell Rowland.
Oh, Zell. That's a big fish.
One bass. Let's everybody stand up and stretch right quick and watch this. This is very, very important.
Oh, that's another big bass. Oh, they don't have a limit. Oh my god, all of them are big.
There's about 5 pounds of bass. And folks, that's it. 3 bass.
3 pretty big bass.
This is going to be close.
This day it might go to Zell.
7 ounces to take the lead.
Oh, he definitely got more than 6 pounds.
I believe he would have done it without any question. 1 fish just dead. Now, we want to keep in mind that whatever the weight is here, 2 ounces will be taken off when it goes to the official score table. Total weight, 7 pounds even. He's taking the lead by how many ounces? Hold it. Watch it again. 7 pounds, 1 ounce. That's what he's got. 7-1.
Okay.
Yet to weigh in is challenger Ken Cook. Paul Elias asks about the day and his final chances.
This is the guy with all the patches.
What are your chances of better than even what you've done today?
With the 37 sponsors.
Yeah, I think I've got a good chance to catch a big sack of fish yet. I'm not catching a lot of fish. Today I only caught 5. The 3 of them are, the good 2 right size fish. And the 2.5 to 3 pound fish, if I could get, you know, I just need 2 more of those kind of bites in one day, and I think I could bust a 15-pound bag of fish. It hadn't happened yet.
Silt striders still make the
Moving
cool
around,
sounds.
making some adjustments. I'm adjusted into a spot today and caught 2 of my best fish, you know, so hopefully, you know, make another adjustment tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have to, and if I make the right one, I still can catch a big sack.
I'm gonna just grab this way shrine so I can fast travel around.
I think I'm capable of making the right move tomorrow.
Ken Cook will weigh in 10 pounds, 13 ounces and move into
Someone,
a tie
please
for
help.
4th place.
Aw, I thought that was gonna be a fishing ingredient. I'm not helping that guy.
It's going to be a photo finish tomorrow. Don't go away.
Oh, Christ on the cross. You wanna go? Yeah, that's what I thought.
The final day of the 1991 Bassmasters Classic. Again, the anglers start their long runs to their fishing spots.
We've already fished over here.
Zell Rowland, the leader after 2 days, coming to his fishing spot. He's starting in the same place he started yesterday.
So Zell Rowland, huh? Can he do it? Can he do it?
6-pound lead over his other competitors, but he left the door open. He's got people like Woo Daves, Ken Cook, Randy Roby kicking him right in the tail. He's got to catch fish.
Damn, I do not have river bait right now.
And up in the Chester River.
I mean, lake bait. I need lake bait. Hang on, will this guy over here, this little feller,
Zell Rowland starts strong.
drop bait for me? What is happening?
There you go. He's taking his time this morning. He's going to do everything he can to boat this fish barely.
Yeah.
It's a very crucial fish for him.
Yeah.
Come on. Take your time, Zell. Get him in the boat. Fish number 1. It's a good, solid.
Gotta take out some rats, I guess.
2-pounder anyway. All right. You know,
Of course, we gotta collect insects for their bait, too.
Across the bay from here, about 20 miles away, is Ken Cook. He had a strong limit yesterday. He feels like he's got a good pattern going. Let's see how he's doing.
And he is catching fish.
I need river spots, and this is unfortunately all lake, so I'm gonna go look for another spot. Hang on. I don't think we fished like here, right? It's not that far.
There's no question Randy Romig has the stuff.
Oh, maybe we did. Maybe that's around where we started, actually.
Zell Rowland has his big bite.
Boy, it's a big one. I don't think he's hooked good.
What's that? Is that a troll?
He's doing right. He's
Oh, it's a
taking
river
his time.
troll. Yeah, I don't want to fight that.
He's not horsing the fish.
Let's leave that river troll alone.
This fish could do it for him if he could just get it in. It's the biggest fish been caught in the tournament, I believe. It's a real nice fish.
Somebody just got the biggest fish in the tournament?
His heart's got to be pumping 90-0 right now. Fish is staying down. That's good. Right now, he's letting the ride tire the fish.
He ain't gonna quit either.
Damn.
Bring him in, Zell. Get him in, buddy. This can make him right here. Take your time with him. You did an excellent job of playing this fish down.
Oh, I didn't get the way shrine for Balmora. I should probably do that.
He's got both hooks in him.
Fish is pulling down. Come on, baby. Or release on him in and let him have line. That's the best thing you can do. Those little hooks.
I'm trying my best.
Big fish.
But this ain't Skyrim. It doesn't quite work the same way as it does in that game.
Oh. Get him in the boat, buddy. He's reaching, he's got him. All right.
Yeah, we got Balmora again.
Close to it if not.
I don't care if I get
We did fish out here, but you know what? That's fine. This place was good. We got some good fish. Just gathering bait.
He's got a big fish in a live well. You can just look at him and watch him fish, and you can tell there's a new Zell rolling on the water.
I wonder how hard it would be to get into Cold Harbor now.
We've gotten strong information that Ken Cook is still catching fish.
I don't think I have the harborage marked. in this zone. Vestige, vestige. Return to the harborage, vestige. Yeah, seriously, I don't think the harborage is available just yet.
Randy Romick doesn't.
A damn shame, but
Got barnacled. Going into the third round of
seems to be a lot more
competition,
lakes
no
here
less
than
two
rivers.
anglers that could win this classic. If I had to stick my hand into a jar of talent like this and come out with a name, I would feel real secure with the name of Ken Cook. The reason I'm saying this is because on the second day of competition, when most of the top anglers slipped,
Let's go to a different area.
on his stringer, he added weight to the previous day's stringer.
I'm going to try to
That's
look
something that
specifically
the other
for where
anglers
there's a
did
lot
not
of
do.
rivers, and we'll go there.
Excellent spinnerbait fishing, and today has really lent itself to that type of fishing situation because even though the sun has been out,
Tell you what, though, it might be time to
and on a hazy day like that, a spinnerbait is an excellent bait.
call it quits for the fishing.
Bassmasters will be right back for the thrilling
For the day.
conclusion of the 1991 Bassmasters Classic.
Dude, we've done a lot of fishing,
Stay tuned.
and I'm interested in cashing in. Got any rivers here? Not really. What about here? No.
It's a classic celebration from the Baltimore Arena.
Some in East March, yeah. I was more like around
Desert Storm. And the
around Riften.
A patriotic salute through words and pictures and
But if I go to like Fort Amal, there's a huge river that runs right by here. Ugh. Oh damn.
this final weigh-in is too close to call.
Oh my
There's
God.
$50,000 to the winner, with Woo Daves making his bid.
There he is, folks. He's going to move up. He catches one more.
Can Woo Daves do it?
Bump the lead. Woo Daves is so close. He can do it, do it. That could be it right there. This could be it. He'll do it.
Yeah, we got a river fishing spot here at least.
8 pounds and 12 ounces, you'll be the
For the
leader.
final weigh-in, let's see what we're doing.
Watch the scale close. Everybody hold it.
He needs 8 pounds.
Make the scale move.
That's a whole lot of fish.
11 pounds.
Nice. Takes the lead.
And now Ken Cook from Oklahoma. Can he do it?
Folks, who was formerly a biologist, fishery biologist in the Grand Pro, was up with us several years ago.
Shit.
Let's have a nice welcome for a man who has a chance. Ken Cook of Mears, Oklahoma.
Can Ken come through?
He needs 11 pounds and 14
Tammy's so
ounces
excited.
lead from Woo Daves. That may be it. That could put him mighty close. But if he gets another fish, how many is that, folks? 4.
It's a decent fish. Oh my God.
Right there, that may be the fish. That could very easily be the fish. He needs 11 pounds and 14 ounces, and he's won the Bassmasters Classic.
He's got a red suit tonight.
If you have 11 pounds and 14 ounces, you're going to take the lead from Woo Daves.
It's going to be close.
Now, Lord, that is a bunch of fine looking fish. My goodness.
Can he do it?
Let's get the fish on the scale.
Waited plenty long, thank you.
Kenny! Kenny! You done did it, Kenny.
But it's not over yet, as this morning's leader, Zell Rowland, puts bass in the bag.
Got to have 11 pounds, 5 ounces, and he's way short right now. Those 2 bass will weigh about 3 1/4 pounds. His first 2.
Zell.
Got to have 11 pounds and 5.
It's Zell's turn.
That's going to help some, but not enough. He's got to have 2 good fish.
Come on, Zell.
Hold the lead for the first 2
His wife
days.
is looking so disappointed.
$1,000 richer if he wins. Ken Cook is holding on.
Don't disappoint the wife, Zell. That's a big fish. That's a big fish right there.
Oh, glory. Oh, glory.
That's a big ass fish.
That's it. He did not have 5. That could be the crucial count. What a close weight.
Can he do 11 pounds? Is that all 11
This is
pounds?
without a doubt the most remarkable finish in the history of our 21 years in the Classic. We're going to measure one fish quickly, of course, long enough.
Will it be an upset? Will Zell take the lead?
Weight, not enough. 9 pounds and
Damn.
And now Randy Roman.
Rookie numbers.
Has bass, but does he have enough?
Rookie numbers.
Here. Ken Cook is clearly in the lead with 33 pounds and 2 ounces.
I'm getting so invested in Bassmaster.
Wu Days is just right behind him in second place.
Randy.
At the moment, the only man that can take the lead would be Randy Romick, and he's got to have 11 pounds and 14 ounces. Got to have 11 pounds and 14 ounces.
Decent fish. Nothing to write home about.
Be the first man from the Keystone
Ethel
State to ever win a Bassmaster
is scared.
Classic.
Okay. Okay. Damn it.
Randy Romick, Spring City, Pennsylvania.
Can you do it, Randy?
Won $46,000 with us in the past, and folks,
This is a decent one.
that's 3 bass.
That's a decent bass.
He's got to have, I'm going to make a wild guess and say that 2, 4, 6, he's got about 6.5 pounds of bass right now. And you got to have 2 good fish to compete and give him a hold.
Come on.
They got to be good fish.
That's a pretty good fish.
Big bass, that is a good bass. That bass is going to go almost 3 pounds. If he catches another bass that weighs 3 pounds and 3 ounces, plus or minus, he'll win the Bassmaster Classic.
Oh my god, it's going to be so close.
Could be it. Maybe that may be it. Let's stand up, everybody, and stretch. Randy Romick, man.
Oh my goodness. Randy had a good final day.
Very close, right? Very close. All of these fish are alive.
Randy.
This is going to be down to the very nth degree. Now, what you got to have once again, let's make sure.
Ooh, I just caught a really good fish.
Have 11 pounds and 14 ounces to take the lead from Ken Cook.
Almost 12 pounds of bass.
If you don't have that, you're going to fall to at least second. 5 bass, all alive. Nice and easy on the scales, Dewey Kendrick. 11
Oh, lost by 3 ounces.
winner of the Bassmasters Classic is Ken Cook, Oklahoma.
Ken Cook. He fucking did it.
Ken Cook, first time ever to win the Bassmasters Classic.
Yeah. Yeah. Got nondescript fish meat. Indeterminate fish meat. There's a fishing spot right here. Well, damn. Ken won. And that is how you win the Bassmasters Championship 1991, folks. That's how you do it.
Annual Bassmasters Classic has been brought to you by Chevy Trucks. People are winning with the high speed of America.
Of course, it's brought to you by Chevy again.
Ranger boats. We still build them one at a time. BP,
Is it going to do the thing where we go with him to the fishing spots and he talks about how he did it?
the official jeans and shirts of the Bassmaster Tournament Trail.
It's brought to you by Wranglers.
Serious fishermen. DuPont Power Line, Stren Prime Plus, Magnafin, Magnum 720, and High Impact. Evinrude Outboard. Evinrude owners are born, not made. Goodyear Wrangler Radio. The tires that will take you just about anywhere.
Wow.
But remember, tread lightly.
This isn't the guy I wanted to win. I wanted that old guy who looked like he was about to die to win, but it didn't happen. Bo Diddley, which wasn't his real name. But Bassmaster, it's always a fucking event. But these were the days when the sport was at its best, you know. Nowadays it's like, it's not about the fishing anymore. It's about how much money you can spend on accessories, which isn't as cool. I'm gonna just do game music for now, because I think I'm almost done fishing. I'm gonna fish the rest of this hole, and then we're gonna take all the fish I caught today and go sell them and see how much money I can make. I've caught a lot of fish today, by the way. A lot of fish. Caught a lot of bait too. So at least if when we get to hell and everything is foul fish everywhere, we can pretty easily fish all the fishing spots in Cold Harbor. I could have sworn we've been to Cold Harbor to fish, but maybe that was on the last Uncle Lizard Dad. Like, I did a stream with an old character that was named that, and then deleted him in favor of making this better character because I wanted to try out the Necromancer class. And the rest is history, you know. But wow, we watched many Bassmasters today. And what did I learn? Well, nothing, because I'm already so much better at fishing than all of those guys that you know, you really can't learn too much. But what an event it is. I'm so glad to be doing Fishin' Friday officially. And, you know, I've got plenty more games lined up for Fishin' Friday for the future. So this will be... We'll come back to ESO eventually, probably a few times here and there, but there's other games I want to get to for this segment. And there's plenty of them as well. Not all of them are even MMOs. There's plenty that aren't. But there are a couple of MMOs on the list. So there's going to be plenty of fishing going on this channel, especially on Fridays. It's the day we come together to celebrate the wonderful activity of just catching as many fish as humanly possible and breaking the economy of a game. Although, it's not really breaking the economy of the game. I mean, I'm going to make like a few thousand gold from today's haul, but it's not going to be enough to like buy our mansion that we want. So, got a lot of fishing to do for that. Oh, I fished it dry. Alright, well. What's the nearest town? We probably just want to go to Windhelm. I'll head over to the Way Shrine. That's right over there. And we'll go to Windhelm and sell off all my fish. We've got plenty of fish to give. Windhelm isn't even ready. I don't want to get off my horse, and if you go into too deep of water, it will make you get off your horse. So that's why I'm like rock platforming. But let's see how much money we can make. Oh wait, I need to get rid of... I think I have some gunny sacks that I need to empty out. I just have one. Ugh. There we go. And I'm gonna go here. And as long as we find the market easily, I think we'll have a pretty good haul to sell. Oh, I dropped 25 frames at some point. I don't know when that happened. Cat person right in my face when I spawn.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without...
Stop yelling at me!
And I don't see your... Come, do your trading here.
I'm not leaving until you let
Stop yelling at me. Where's the regular non-guild? Oh, here we go, here we go.
Oh, hi there.
I think it's the same prices.
Did you see the dark elf noble by the forge? He smiled at me.
Oh yeah, look at all these fucking fish, dude.
Much more rustic.
Hang on. I'm gonna sell all the extra stuff first. Okay. 59 spade tails. 2 slaughterfish. 56 silverside perch. 55 salmon. 62 river betties. 6 longfins. 7 dove-fish. I'm keeping the ones that are decorations. Zebra oto. Ooh. Boom. Boom. Ooh, boom. Boom. Nice. We got a couple thousand gold. We got a couple thousand gold, as I expected. But I think Stay Moist Mansion is like 750k, so we've got quite a lot of fishing to do. But that was a pretty good day of fishing, if you ask me. Bless. Sometimes eats fire. Alright, and that is the Elder Scrolls Online. That was a whole lot of fishing in the Elder Scrolls Online, specifically. Just a whole bunch. But we watched a lot of Bassmaster. We caught a lot of fish today, and honestly, pretty good. Pretty good shit, man. I think my energy is kind of running low. So I'm going to leave it there for the day. I should be back tomorrow with some form of trash and debauchery. So stop on by for that. Keep your eyes open, and I will be around at some point, probably tomorrow night. I have a feeling it'll be around the same time, maybe a little bit later, but I'll let you guys know. Thanks for stopping by for fishing today. Next time I do fishing, it'll be a different game, and we'll check out a bunch of different fishing mini games in various different games as time goes on. And I'm gonna leave it open to where it doesn't have to necessarily be Friday for me to do it. It's kind of just a good name because of the alliteration. So I may do fishing on days that I wouldn't normally. But thanks again for stopping by, everyone. I will let you know when the next stream is. It should be tomorrow. I should be back on track now. But take care of yourselves out there, and catch lots of fish. And I'll see you next time. Have a great night, and thanks again for coming. I'll see you guys later.